All right.
I think that should be mean or whatever. I didn't mess up the intro to that at all. I think it should be we're live.
Boy, howdy.
Listen, my one job is to like click a button and be like, we're live, guys, and I messed it up. I'm really sorry.
Tyler, go put on your neck shirt right now.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I think it might be.
You're gonna need it.
I am definitely gonna need it. Hopefully we are live and rocking.
I will be able to tell you right after this ad that's playing on Twitch.
I see us live right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
All the Crittermanders joining in.
Drew, all you have to do to not see ads on the channel anymore is to subscribe.
That's it.
Oh, you mean
how about that?
How does one do that, Tyler? That sounds like a made-up thing.
Oh, well, if you would like to subscribe, there is a wonderful button on your screen that says subscribe, and you can do if you have. And the cool thing is, if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free subscription through Amazon Prime, and many people do not realize that, and it goes to waste. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can click subscribe. Like that, and you can.
I'm sorry. Are you
Twitch
saying
Prime.
that if they don't subscribe and they already have Amazon Prime, they're just giving Jeff Bezos money?
They're just giving him money. So please,
Well, don't subscribe. He needs some more money.
Also, those Twitch Prime subscriptions, they don't auto renew. You got to go back in every month.
Yes, you do.
And go
already, Hellsong, thank you for the follow. And Red Rival Drew, that's a cool name. Whoever has that name is a cool dude.
Probably a pretty cool person.
Probably a pretty cool person. Thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe with a Twitch Prime subscription, just like Drew did. Before we get in, Patrick. I think before I give you the reins and take us on to a fun adventure with Starfinder Society, I would like to talk a little bit about new things to our Twitch channel. Hopefully, you guys
added some stuff.
I added some stuff today, so you guys get to be kind of the guinea pigs to that. We have some new chat commands, which can be very fun, and hopefully people enjoy doing that. I think the one people might enjoy most is you can type an exclamation point into chat, and you can type in toot toot, and you can play a toot toot kaboom for yourself. Hopefully, there's a little bit of cooldown on that. Please don't spam it. But if somebody rolls, a 2 tonight, maybe feel free to use a command and give a hearty toot toot. There is a cooldown though. Once it is used, I think we got like 2 minutes before it can be used again. So that you might, if you use the command and you don't hear it, it's probably why.
So close, Hellsong. You put
I know, right?
2-2.
And but yeah, and there are some more commands that we have available, but I think I'll maybe sprinkle them in as we go instead of overloading people with information. And after this, Ray, thank you with the Twitch Prime subscription. We appreciate it. Thank you for giving us that Bezos money. We love it. We love it. Yes. And then after this, there will be a panel down below if you ever tune into us on Twitch again, which will have all the different commands that are available to you to use. And those commands will be free to subscribers, but they might cost you a little something if you're not a subscriber. But I think that's all I have at the moment.
Little something. Twitch Prime monies. Oh boy. I want to start tonight's stream for those of you who stuck with us till about midnight of last night's stream. Start off with just an apology, a general blanket apology.
I think that is definitely in order.
And I want to say I'm sorry to everyone except Jabert. Jabert, you can go die in a fire because I'm
How I roll
so much. If you guys didn't catch our stream last night, we played Jackbox games and I like blacked out. I laughed so hard and my sides were hurting. I like laid down for like 3 hours after that. I guess longer than that. I also went to sleep after, but
yeah, I got a very late night text from Patrick being like, I almost died tonight.
I got a late night text as well, and I was like,
You don't have to apologize for jokes.
Oh yeah, no, I I thought Miles was like very offended and hated Joke Boat because of that.
No, I just hate Joke Boat in general.
Yeah, he just doesn't like Joke Boat.
Yeah.
I will
think-
not. I will not apologize for Joke Boat.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many good games throughout Jackbox. I think we need to make that a reoccurring thing here on our Twitch at a good time. But tonight we're doing something different. Typically on Saturday nights for our convention, we do like to have some kind of Starfinder Society or something character driven. You might be listening to this or watching it after words, but I will say right now we can spam the link in our chat here. It will be attached, I'm sure, to whatever video and or if we ever put this out in podcast form, you can find. But right now you can go to our Doctors Without Borders charity donation portal, wherever you're listening to this, and donate money to a amazing charity. If you enjoy what's about to happen here, I'm going to put it in the chat real quick. Bam. First, our donation portal from last year's CritterCon, people can still donate to, so I don't think they're ever taken down. So even if you're listening to this in the far off year of 2027 or what have you, feel free to donate. We'll see it. I'll see it. Patrick will, at the very least.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, it goes to a great cause. We are almost at about halfway through the convention here. We've almost beaten what we've raised last year. We're at $3,558.
Dang.
Boy, oh boy. It would be the best thing in the world if we can beat $4,000 today. We have some more things to give out when that happens. How can you donate? Go to the site, put in your credit card information, hit send, yada yada. What can you donate to get? We have a bunch of boons listed on there. Read the rules, and there's a tons of Starfinder Society, Pathfinder First Edition boons, as well as some very special charity boons from Paizo directly. You can only get at this convention, I believe. This boon is there's only one winner for a couple of them, and we also had one donated by one of our super fans, John, which is a very rare one. I think I might donate towards, which is allows you in Starfinder Society to play the paranormal investigator theme. So,
oh man,
it's
that
one.
sounds fun.
Yeah, so it's one of the ones from the Signal of Screams Adventure Path. The only way you can get it, I think you will never find another player at a table probably that has that same theme. So if you're looking to make your Starfinder Society character extremely unique, that is the way to go.
Sounds cool.
So those are the boons, but the way you can donate here tonight is by you can send us rerolls. You can give us bonuses to rolls, or you can give the players or myself as GM. Typically, you cannot give the GM rerolls or crits. You can give me a natural 20 to use against these people and make them know what it feels like to get demolished at level 1 by some powerful characters. In your donation, just say write out who you want that reroll or natural 20 to go to. You can put it in our chat here in Twitch, and we'll be on the lookout for them. Let's just say that. Also, all my players here, feel free to donate yourself as well to one another, to your own characters. I might be buying some crits tonight. I don't know. We've already got a request.
Detreth Edrass
Yeah.
doesn't need Nat 1s. He'll roll enough of those on his own.
We have a request if we can buy Nat 1s for Edrass. You know what? I'm going to allow it for $30. Yes. And I get to choose when that comes up.
Okay, well that seems unfair.
Nah.
I was cool for just a brief moment. I was like, okay, well it's for charity, so why not?
It's for charity, Tyler.
Okay.
Real quick, I mean, we talked about this last year. I think everyone has heard the name Doctors Without Borders before. If you haven't, Médecins Sans Frontières is an international organization that funds and gives resources to doctors that are currently out in the field. Last couple of years, they were fighting diseases across the globe, including Ebola and things like that. This year, they obviously have kind of a target for their work at the moment, and that is fighting COVID-19. So if you at all feel like you shouldn't splurge on a natural 20 to get Tyler's character killed in episode 1, just remember every single dollar is going to a great cause. Right. So do you guys have any questions? I guess I should ask, how are you guys all doing?
Doing
Pretty good.
fabulously. Yeah.
I'm excited.
When was the last time you played some society action?
Oh gosh,
when was the
it's
last
been a
time we
long
did this?
time.
Yeah, it's been last CritterCon.
Yeah, I've been keeping real busy with our in-person at-home game and our Starfinder up here, and so
Do a
it's,
podcast every once in a while.
Thank you, Good Couch, for the follow.
that is never going to be not like surprising to me.
I know.
And also that actor passed away in the last week.
Oh no! Well,
Who did
Well,
is that Peppy? Peppy?
We
Been
were
Barrel.
asked if we count our stream plays for society credits.
This one does, because during the convention, you can do wacky stuff like pay $30 to get a natural crit, and it's only during this limited weekend that we have permission from Paizo, because, like I said, they care about the charities that we pick and got pre-approved and things like that.
It's true.
To the point that they want to help you guys raise as much money as possible. Some of the boons that they've donated have already brought in hundreds, if not like over $1,000. So a big thank you to Paizo for supporting us in our mission.
Absolutely.
This is the second year we've done CritterCon in the spring, and it just seemed like a really good time. People needed to play some games online and connect, meet new friends, and Society Play is the place to do that. Now, that being said, we've all played together before. The 5 of you, myself, we've played a lot of Adventure Path gaming, obviously. We've played a lot of Society here on the stream. This is a little different this time, because we are doing something that I have thought about for a long time, which is kind of like integrating our Adventure Path storytelling techniques and characters into Society Play. I am calling this Starfinder Society Season 1A, as this is going to take us down a kind of a different route. Are you guys ready to play The Commencement by Eleanor Farron?
Oh,
So ready.
Eleanor.
Yeah.
Do you guys recall that name? Eleanor Farron?
Not even a little.
I do. Yeah.
She's an
I'm
Asian?
trying to remember what she wrote.
She wrote an Adventure Path we have played already.
Yeah,
I think it was book 2.
Was that book 1
Aeon?
of Aeon Throne?
Book 2 of Against the Aeon Thrones. Yes. One of my favorites.
I think
so
she might have also written book 1 of Attack of the Swarm. I'm pretty sure.
How dare you?
Or that must have been Jason
I don't
Keeler.
actually know if anyone actually wrote book 1
I
of
think
Attack
that
of
was
the
probably
Swarm.
like a collaboration
Yeah.
sort of special thing where nobody really wrote it. And so.
Yeah.
I wish he did, because then it would be a lot more fun, huh?
It might have been, yeah.
No, this is one of the first Starfinder Society scenarios. It came out, I believe, the day Starfinder released. I have played it multiple times. I know some of you guys have played it. This is going to be a little different, because this adventure, while it does start on Absalom Station, will find us in some different places. For those of you who don't know, listening at home, Absalom Station is a very high-tech station, a space dock, a floating city in space, occupying a kind of like a Lagrange point where an entire planet once stood. But now, all that remains is just this fragment of broken memories and a lot of unanswered questions on the station. And these are questions that require answers and there's only one society that is dedicated to the task of answering the unknowable mysteries of the universe. That is the Starfinder Society. Da-da-dun-da-da.
Bum, bum.
Da-da-dun-da-da.
Hey,
Starfinder.
that's the name of the thing.
He said the title. Your characters have heeded the call, as the Starfinder Society recently has lost a great deal of agents, equipment, and starships in an event known as a fiasco called the Scoured Stars event. They're looking to hire all types to refill their ranks, from technomagic fugitives to strong-arm Vesks. And we watch as there is indeed a montage of a young, bright-eyed Lashuntan woman stepping off of a ship fresh from Castravel in a dry dock on the lower levels of the station. An old android floats nude in the vacuum of space. And at the same time, an Ahsoki flips a coin, looking for an easy mark in the HUD bar. If you guys, as players, can just go back in time about 3 years, put yourself in that mindset. These are the characters you made. These really weird characters.
Aw. We'd like to use the word endearing.
I'm sorry, what, Tyler?
We like to use the word endearing.
Weird is, I think, more apt.
Quirky, maybe.
Right, but this isn't the story that you guys all know, obviously, because while this known but unlikely cast of characters is drawn together in various parts of Absalom Station, we see, as the camera kind of pulls away down into the depths of Absalom, we see a different group of characters. 3 figures, in fact. 3 goblins whose actions have shaped the course of the Starfinder universe. Their names are Bumfuzzle, Cattywampus, and their leader, Collywobble. Deep beneath the surface level of Absalom and in their lair, we see them constructing a robot from spare parts they've scavenged as the 2 acolytes squabble and pull items from their fanny packs. All of a sudden, Collywobble collapses, kind of convulsing in a haze, mumbling some words in a language he's never heard before. And then he opens his eyes, kind of coming out of this mystical stupor, and says, "It was another vision. The 5 are not the only ones who will need our guidance, brothers. I have seen my death at the claws of evil blue dogs if we continue down this path, and I gotta say, I don't want that at all. We have to search for new heroes to accomplish this mission." They return to work as a butterfly flaps its wings in Absalom Station's domed green emerald parks, and then miles away on the lower levels of the station spike, the downside kings check their weapons and put on their armor. So this is indeed going to start very, very similarly. Boop. Here's an Absalom Station, the one you all know and love. And I love this art so much. You guys are meeting up with a Starfinder Society liaison, kind of on one of these docks out here. A very specific docking bay. I think you guys can guess if you remember what it is.
Docking Bay 97?
94.
Yeah, got it right.
The classic.
It's almost like I see that number every day.
So boy, oh boy, tell me a little bit about your characters. Give me their names and a little bit about them at this level 1.
Boy.
Oh boy.
Andis is an android mechanic living there on Absalom Station. They've been living here for about, I believe we said 10 years. Way back in the day when we started this character. A period of time, maybe 20 years, I can't remember. Andis carries a laser rifle and a baton inside of a quick release sheath, in case there's a scrap, about, and has the barricade feat. Since they've got a little bit of engineering and computer skills, so they can quickly assemble a barricade. I used that exactly once in the podcast. I remember before I was like, Patrick,
so
I've got to spend $3,000 to make this thing go away.
We made all these characters before we had any idea what was going to be good or useful.
Yeah.
Basically the best feat in the game, right?
Only core rulebook stuff.
I mean, it's great. It's great, with the exception that like I didn't realize like, oh no, I need all my move actions, and so like just picking a feat that was like, here's one more thing to do with your move action was just like not ideal for that character, but like, great feat.
Who else?
I'll go. All right, so Alyndra is a Lashunta Solarian. And she is just arriving at Absalom Station from Castrovel. And prior to a brief stay in Castrovel with her family, she was off on a far-off planet studying the terrain and studying under Master Pasilar as an astronomer. So, and while she was there on this deserted planet, she, her Solarian powers were awakened somehow. And she just suddenly started like solar power was coming out of her and she didn't know what was going on. So, I think she is, a bit ready to find out what that's all about. Maybe get some guidance. The Starfinder Society seems like a good place to start for her. So yeah, that's her.
I'm very excited to get a second crack at killing Alyndra before she becomes a monster.
Oh god, she's not a monster here. She's lacking all of the stuff she got later on. So
who's next?
I'll go. So Gnak Sizrak. He's an Ahsoki who seems to be able to figure out what's going on. He's a scoundrel, a scallywag, even though he's less than 4 feet tall. He's got a fast mouth, but doesn't always pay off for him. Nobody quite knows what he's up to right now or what his situation is, but he seems to be trying to build a little bit of a bank account.
Aren't we all? Cream, my Starfinders credits rule everything around me.
He's trying to get that rat scratch.
Oh boy.
He keeps a gun in his cheek. That's another important thing.
How did we forget about that?
Oh, the cheek pouch. Oh man, that brings back some memories.
Some memories of him just like cramming like 12 guns in his mouth.
Oh, he had so many cheek guns. Oh.
My mom sent me a picture on that she found on Facebook that somebody had shared around of a chipmunk with a bunch of stuff in its cheek pouches. And she's like, "Have you ever seen anything like this?" I'm like, "Well, Mom." Yeah,
I
lived listen to the podcast.
Lived that life for 2 years, Ma. Who is next, Rami or Edrass?
Miles, I go. So Edrass is a Vesk. He used to be a part of the Veskarian military. He eventually commandeered a ship from the military and left that system. And eventually wandered until he took on a pirate crew with the aspiration to be a part of the Free Captains. But eventually there was a mutiny led against him, and he was, essentially left for dead. But he managed to make his way to Absalom Station with the, wanting to accrue funds so that he could get his own ship again and go after his mutinous crew. And he has a unique coloring for a Vesk, where his head is red and yellow, and he is super cute with this artwork that we have.
Yeah. And finally, best for last, Miles.
Rami Quindar is a human technomancer. What?
And he just Rami at this point?
Yes, but we're not talking about the narrative. We're just talking about our characters. I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
Spoilers.
If we're just doing stuff that's not to be spoiled, Rami is a human technomancer, and that's all you need to know.
There we go.
And that's all you will ever know about him. He's a mystery wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in secrets.
So I'm not familiar with the alternate narrative that we're going with, but in the original, if you didn't listen along to season 1, Rami came from Verces and was the son of what was essentially royalty, and was the whistleblower on a major catastrophe there, which found him basically on the run. And he decided to go into hiding and kind of become somewhat of a techno vigilante, and was brought to Absalom Station by request from an old friend who said they needed some help.
And that's the team that has been pulled together here to join up in the Starfinder Society, supposedly for some kind of special mission. And as you guys are talking, your characters here in Docking Bay 94 waiting for a ship to come in. There's like a large kind of infosphere monitor showing a news piece about the recent drift rock that was towed back to Absalom Station by the Hard Scrabble Collective and their ship. But this bulletin is interrupted by the announcement you've been waiting for, which is your starship has started disembarking, and no sooner has that announcement been made, you can walk forward, that you see a dwarf trundling kind of through the crowd towards you. And as soon as he kind of waves his hand to wave you on over, bang, a shot rings out, and there's a laser blast, followed by an all-out gang war that overtakes the hangar bay here. But no sooner than you start pulling your weapons and running from cover to help, it seems like it is already over. Just a few seconds. You weren't fast enough.
That's like perfect timing. That's
the
Ches dispenser. Thank you for following.
As soon as you are ready to bring the fight back to them, these gangs are already retreating in two different directions. And as the dust clears, you see a bloodied, heavily wounded dwarf standing over the bodies of two gang members. Their tattoos marking them as members of the Downside Kings. He's breathing heavy, but he's still standing. He lets his vibro axe fall to the floor and spits out a red loogie on one of the dead bodies and says, "And that's what'll happen to you if you mess with a Kreel. We ain't no pansies. We quested for sky, and now we own the space. You daft pronker." He continues to wave you over and says, "Aye, you must be the new Starfinder recruits. Welcome to Absalom Station. Me name's Kreel, Durevor Kreel, and here, let me give you your first lesson." He takes a small medallion out of his breast pocket that seems to be smoking, having taken a bullet, stopping it from surely murdering the dwarf. "Never leave home without your Starfinder badge. The first lesson's free, same as the second. I call this the Starfinder salute." He makes a very rude gesture to the gangers' bodies on the ground.
Hey, that's a Rami trademark there.
Oh, so
not in
that's
this
what
universe.
Oh, how interesting! Like this.
Yes, just like that.
I turn to the rest of my crew and I say, "Good news, everyone!" I throw up the Starfinder.
The Starfinder salute. It's about an hour later after the authorities arrive. Kind of Kreel gets patched up by a young Kasathan doctor.
I was gonna offer to use my medicine skill to try to see if I can staunch any bleeding or any wounds that seem particularly nasty.
I mean, he's fine. You guys can talk to him as he leads you deeper into the city towards the central ring of the station, where you guys see glittering skyscrapers kind of piercing the star canopy above you. And as he brings you into the Starfinder HQ kind of campus, he asks you, what all do you know about the Starfinders? This could be player or character knowledge, whatever you guys have.
Bits and pieces. Last I heard, you guys were doing a little recruiting.
Aye, that's true.
So what happened? Why are you guys suddenly out here trying to bring in new meat?
We lost a bunch of our society members. Send them on a mission. They never came back. Don't know what happened to them exactly, but we're hoping to raise the credits, get starships repaired, and head back on out there. See if we can find them.
How is it that a research organization encountered so much trouble?
Well, when you go digging into the dark patches of this galaxy, well, let's just say we've stirred up a few hornets' nests in our time. There's many kinds of folk that join the society. He looks over at Edrass, especially. He's maybe a cut from a different cloth as most of the society members he's seen. It says, we take all kinds, though. We got a need for them.
Yes. Well, as long as you are paying as described, then I am happy to fill any role. I'm here for the credits, Kreel.
Aye, you'll find them in spades. As I said, I'm taking you here to the HQ. I was going to have you investigate some things happening to my mates on that ship just appeared out the drift rock, but maybe that's a bit of personal business. And it'll have to wait, as I think I might have gotten a lead on that gang just tried to kill me off. Instead, I'm going to set you up with my mates here in the society proper. Give you a real education and introduction, like. He walks you into a building and into what looks like a small classroom with 12 other Starfinder Society recruits who look as kind of green and odd as the five of you, and says, this here is Starfinder Classes 101. Good luck, recruits. See you later. Bye. And with that, the title card for this episode pops up. Obviously, it is called Starfinder Academy 6, Station Under Siege.
Oh boy.
Because what follows is another training montage.
What an obscure reference, and I love it so much.
An intense 2-week montage as we see Alyndra training with a Kasathan Starfinder Solarian teacher, learning how to focus her powers. Rami's in the Starfinder's library, reading old spells from relic books of libraries in the ancient past. We see Gnak cheating on a written exam off of a contemplative desk partner. Andis in the garage teaching his instructor a few new mechanic tricks. And finally, good old Edrass going one-on-one with a hand-to-hand Dragonkin teacher who specializes in grapple dragon foo combat.
Maybe he's also learning how to write as well.
Nope, that's not.
No,
that's not brought up.
Written language is
Not
still
part
beyond
of the
him.
job
Okay.
description.
Sorry. No, this is if that's how you want to spend your time, when you level up, you can put some points in culture.
Okay,
But
try.
As these 2 weeks pass, you guys get to know one another pretty well. You're put into kind of the same bunk area, and you grow more confident and capable of your abilities, as well as your Starfinder teammates here. We see you all dressed in Starfinder jumpsuits at the end of this, and you guys receive like a diploma. There's a ceremony with a few other recruits, followed by a short reception. And then one by one, all of this graduating class of the Starfinder Society is in groups led into a room. And you guys are last. And when the doors open, you can walk inside and you see a sparkling white room with no features save for a very large bank of servers. What looks like computer servers. What do you do here? How do you react?
Alyndra is just confused. She doesn't know what to do.
Do I notice, are the servers in good working order in this room? Is this?
Yes.
This is
It's
just normal.
Very clean, very pristine.
Can I tell? I mean, is there anything about the room that would have any real meaning, any significance, other than just like somebody just told us to walk into a server rack room?
Nothing except the computers. But if you go up to examine them, as soon as you do, there's a green flash as a holographic image of a middle-aged human woman kind of shimmers into view in the center. And I think we've seen this art before. The cover of the Venture Path.
Oh, yeah.
Big old Starfinder Society seal on the front there. And she says, "Greetings, I am Guidance. Please use the cheek swabs in the open receptacle to provide a genetic sample for Starfinder Society identification purposes. If desired, you may place your hand on the glowing panel to receive a subdermal implant, further marking you as a member of the society."
I guess I spit in the cup, and then I put my hand down and get the little click.
Yes, there is like a sharp stabbing motion, as it indeed seems to put something kind of subdermal in your hand.
Okay, I'm imagining just sort of like right up under the crease right there in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Is there anything I can do to get out of this?
Same.
Like a stealth roll or a sleight of hand to maybe swab Alyndra's cheek a second time?
Gnak, come here. Please give them your DNA for tracking purposes. Put the sweet chip in your hand.
I mean, Edrass would step up and he's going to do the swab bit, but he won't do the subdermal. He'll opt out of that.
I understand. It's a little bit ouchy.
Yes,
Guidance,
I am definitely concerned over the pain of a needle.
It will be very bad. And it just ignores and just completely misses all the scars all over your body. Yes. Most people don't endure this kind of pain.
Yes. It
So,
must take a strong soul.
I have a question. Would Alyndra have noticed that the Starfinders that she had been in contact with, like say the Kasatha, like Solarian that she'd been training with, do they have this subdermal marker? Is that something you can see?
It glows just ever so faintly under it, and you've seen most everyone in the society indeed has this.
Okay, Alyndra is going to follow the crowd, not this crowd, but she wants to be a true Starfinder Society member, and so she will go through with what this weird creature is telling her to do.
Oh boy. Okay, so need to take a brief pause here as we have gone past $4,000 donated.
Nice.
We
Did
might
you guys
have
notice who the last donor was?
We might have a few donations from friends and family. I've donated some for you guys and for myself for this game, but I think every roll is going to be a crit now.
Yeah.
Basically, or as much as we want to pull from rerolls. There might be a lot of rerolls this game.
Yeah. Our latest donation was from the very generous Metamom, which is my mother.
Your mom is the absolute
best.
best.
I would love it if
so
if
sweet.
everyone in chat can say thank you, Metamom. I would greatly appreciate it. She gave $300.
How about a nice
donation.
round of toots for her
Yeah,
as well?
yeah.
Toots
I would
indeed.
toots. Thank yous. Anything is appreciated. I love you, Mom. Thank you.
Thank you, Metamom.
love her.
Thank you,
She
Metamom.
sends the absolute sweetest Christmas cards.
Yes.
Indeed.
No,
She enjoys
I've got
doing
mine right here in my desk as well. I should probably not show that off because it's so private. But I want to say we had a question from Hanel's Wraith. If anyone can buy a critical hit success, yes, or a reroll or a bonus. Feel free to just type it into the chat here when it comes up and donate it. We'll see that. I don't want to spend forever in this room tonight, but guidance does says, if you need a glass of water in order to produce saliva, and like she'll dispense like a little plastic cup, and for anyone that hasn't spit yet, Gnak, are you drinking this?
Yeah, I'll drink it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna sense motive on the water?
Yeah,
It's not a snack. It's water. There's nothing suspicious about water.
It's just sustenance.
As soon as you put the cup down, like a little plastic bag pops out and like captures it and seals it and like pulls it back into the computer. Thank you, Gnak. Sizrak.
Rami did not drink from anything.
Rami, we have your many bottles of empty alcohol in your room. Do not worry.
Foiled.
Drink in the dorm.
We have so many samples.
That.
Starfinders, it is our pleasure to officially welcome you into the Starfinder Society. Today is the commencement of your new role as a field agent in the Starfinder Society. It is our tradition at the end of the graduation ceremony for new graduates to present themselves to the heads of our most prominent factions and complete a task at those leaders' behest. This allows the leaders of these groups to become familiar with all the new Starfinder agents, and it provides a constant supply of agents for handling situations in our holdings on Absalom Station. While these tasks were formerly symbolic, the heavy loss of Starfinder agents in the Scoured Stars necessitates that these missions become something more. Please treat any and all tasks given to you with the gravity you would grant any other Starfinder assignment. You guys get that?
Yep. Alyndra is beaming with pride.
Yeah, so it sounds indeed like you are getting some hands-on missions from the heads of the factions here in the society. What do you guys know about the factions as both players or player characters? You think you paid attention in factions class?
Not even a little bit.
Edrass certainly did not.
Can I roll culture?
I think Alyndra definitely took notes on
do.
all of this, but Rebecca did not.
Yeah, Jabert doesn't know any of this.
I rolled a 10.
So, I mean, you know, like their names. You're not like entirely sure exactly who the leader of every single one is, but you've heard some bandied about, and basically what they do. We talked about this on our stream yesterday with Alex Spadell. There are 5 factions. There's 5 of you: the Acquisitives, Dataphiles, Exogardens, Wayfinders, and the Second Seekers. They have a motto, and it's very much like the houses of Harry Potter. Acquisitives motto: fame, glory, money. We want it all.
Gnak.
Dataphiles: knowledge is power. Exoguardians. Exoguardians: the sword that seeks the darkness. Second Seekers: a new way forward. And the Wayfinders: first into the unknown.
That's Alyndra.
It's so funny, when the game came out, I was like, oh wow, our 5 players like really fit like into one of these categories each. Mm-hmm. Do you guys as players have any questions about these? I know some of you have done Starfinder Society stuff, and I'm all about them data files personally.
I'm
Can
just
you,
ready.
can you explain a little bit more about Exoguardians? Like, what does their motto mean? Sword into the darkness or whatever?
I mean, yeah, they're the bruisers that get out there and make like inhospitable planets available for like research teams to come in. So if they know there's like a swarm contingent or pirates out there, they will get out there and start busting heads.
Gotcha.
Edrass does not like them.
Haven't you? I thought that was part of your background. Is you might have done some missions, like alongside Exo Guardians or something along those lines.
Not Edrass. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, it does sound kind of like what Rami would be kind of into at this point in his life.
So just for, I mean, for a lot of people out there that might not have played Starfinder before, give me a culture check, and I'll tell you what your characters know about the goings-on here on Absalom Station. This is directly from the commencement and one of like the first like steps into universe kind of thing.
Wow.
Alyndra got a natural 20 on that culture.
First roll
Only
on
a
the
21.
stream. Yeah.
All right, Gnak is going to roll culture and also add expertise to this.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
back to
that's
this
15
again.
from Rami.
It's a 15 from Gnak, but we're going to add this D6, so that's a 17.
Finally, Tyler. Dross.
11.
Oh, no. Oh, it says 10 on here. Is there some reason
right.
you have a negative?
Yep.
-1.
I have an int of 8.
Int of 8.
Forgot about
Int of 8.
Does anybody else want to just go ahead and spend a reroll and a natural 20 to get all the information here, or
I'm good.
no? Okay.
Well, we have a natural 20 from Alyndra. Is that not good enough?
I'm just trying to drain you guys as much as possible. Tyler Edrass knows that indeed Absalom Station is the like center of the Pact Worlds, the
Right.
kind of magnetic north of the universe. And indeed, here there are races from nearly every planet in the system, and many more from near space, where the Vesk are from, where the Veskarium is, and including some older races like dwarfs that were once on Lost Galarion. Let's see. With the +10, you guys know that most people on Absalom Station are very amenable to people in the Starfinder Society. They respect both the dogged field agents as well as the many people that are coming in replacing those lost in the Scoured Stars incident. They are, kind of like adventurers. They're not looked down on as police. They might be as well respected as your first responders and I guess teachers in our world. And with the +15, you guys know that around Absalom Station, it's not just this space station. There's also a floating flotilla of ships called the Armada, and this is thousands of starships, some of them wrecks, some of them just kind of living spaces for people that have all traveled through the drift to Absalom Station, as it is quite literally the fastest place to get to in the universe.
One thing that always sort of like just chapped me a little bit was they always described the Armada as orbiting Absalom Station. But like, we can clearly see that that's not how gravity works.
What about magic station. Gravity?
But it goes up and down the axis of the thing, not around the thing.
Well, they could just be circling it. And they just use orbiting as shorthand.
Well, yeah, no, it's not in this picture here. Of course, it's just kind of like a cloud of ships out and about around the station. Some of them could take hours to get to. But yeah, that is what you get to go over with guidance here. And
Patrick, I don't know if this is going to come up as part of this, but if there are anything that we are looking up that this check would have been about, let's say, not so legal endeavors, organized crime, anything like that, those DCs are 5 less for Gnak.
Nope, no gangs to investigate this adventure.
Fiddlesticks.
Right. But you are sent to meet with your first contact in the Starfinder Society, the current leader of the data files. And Their name is Historia 7. Let me get to that part in my notes. The area of the Lore Spire complex, which is the Starfinder Society's HQ here, is a few buildings, including an ominous kind of like black cube with no doors in the center. But you are able to find Historia 7's offices fairly easily. You walk by many communal labs and kind of study rooms as you get there. As you walk in, kind of like past what looks like a digital library to her office, you find her reclining on a raised chair, and what looks like many kind of data plugs going into her head from local infosphere ports, kind of neural cables. And as you enter, they automatically detach themselves. The chair swivels in place, and this is who you see. Some of my favorite art
that's
in
cool looking.
in Starfinder came out at the very beginning.
Yeah, that's really cool art.
I like that a lot.
They welcome you and say, "Greetings, Starfinders. I'm Historia 7. If you are seeking a mission from me, please be aware that my request requires both discretion and speed. Do not accept it if you feel you're incapable of working within those parameters."
I think we can handle that.
Sorry, I missed it. You said speed and
Discretion.
discretion. Yes, no one more discreet than us, I assure you.
Yes, my middle name is Doesn't Make a Lot of Noise.
It's a lie. We know it's Intivate.
Just watch this, and he walks across the room and like knocks everything over with its tail.
Oh, goodness. Oh gosh. Why do you have so many cables in here?
I'd mastered the art of invisibility by moving very slowly.
Have a seat, and I have a story to tell. I recently discovered someone hacking into the Blue Rise Tower's computer banks. They stole a large amount of very sensitive data from the resident corporations of the skyscraper. We're talking the BBRC, Astral Extractions, and Quindar Industries all took a pretty heavy hit. I wish to be privy to this information. I tracked the hacker's location through proxies and erased the trail, so station security and corporate authorities would be delayed in the pursuit. Give us some time. This deception will not fool them for long, though, so you must move quickly, retrieve the data before they can recover it. I will leave it to you to decide what to do with the hacker afterward, but should it be feasible, I believe that person would be an asset to the society. Do I make myself clear?
Sense motive on Rami.
Why? I mean, it sounds like a mission that he's happy to take part in.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say anything.
All right, make me that. Make me an opposed bluff check to convince me that it wasn't you. I know it was good and well it was Rami.
No, you don't. You don't know Rami at this point.
No, Jabert knows good and well. That's why you got to make a bluff check.
No bluff check needed. But
Okay.
I will say, I mean, does that pique your interest at all, Miles, as Rami?
100%. I mean, his first reaction is basically that, you know, anyone stealing from these companies puts a smile on his face. And the fact that the Starfinders want to utilize him, I mean, it makes sense.
I mean,
it's hand in hand with what he was doing in his off time. So, I mean, Jabert is not necessarily incorrect in saying this is something that Rami would be into, because it 100% is.
Right. I was thinking like 50% odds this was just straight up Rami, and he was just going to be like, "Well, here you go."
Do you think
mission to find me?
Rami was written into this adventure path, this scenario? No, but it might also pique your interest that there is someone that brazen and that good that is already like an unknown figure on the station. Like if this is a new player, then you don't know what you're getting into, but someone willing to risk going up against the black ice of hacking into the Blue Rise Tower and these multi-trillion credit organizations is, well, it's crazy. So you understand why Historia 7 is putting you on the case.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something that puts a smile on Remy's face, which is very rare.
Do you guys do you have any questions before Historia 7 sends you out? She has basically just an address that the computer trail leads to.
So we don't know what data they got, just that they got data, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
But Historia 7 wants that data and would love information about the hacker.
So we know the address. Do any of us know anything about where that address is on the station? What sort of level it's on? What as far as like, it's not a downside King's territory or anything.
No, it's on the base level. It is on the ring, on kind of like the opposite side from where the Lore Spire complex is. And you know this as it's like a lot of very inexpensive kind of like apartment buildings, but like the stevedores from the docking bays use it, as well as just a lot of people that need kind of cheap spaces. Imagine the a lot of apartments like the ones from the Fifth Element, along with just some kind of dilapidated old buildings and things like that.
Okay.
Right. Any other questions before you head out?
Is this the first time the hacker has struck? I mean, is this the first instance they know about it anyway?
To her knowledge, yeah. Same thing as Rami knows, is she is unaware of someone that good currently working.
Yeah, I mean, Rami's definitely curious because it wasn't him, and like,
well, we're not sure that yet.
Probably was.
Show up and you pull out like the key to the building. It's like, you got me.
All right, all we have to do is track down one nerd, bring him back. This should be easy. Let's go.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Edrass. Every time we go into one of these situations, you got to expect they know what they're doing. So they're going to have some sort of trap, some sort of something. I wouldn't be surprised if they've already cut and run.
Gnak's not necessarily wrong. To be able to hack someone like Astral Extractions. Okay. Mm-hmm. And Quindar Industries, you have to be, next level. Not only that, you have to be prepared for a fight. Whoever we're going up against is going to be paranoid and going to be dangerous. So we definitely need to not just go in guns blazing.
Wait, has anyone here ever played 101 The Commencement?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure I have. Yeah, I think I played like Into the Unknown.
Oh,
is that
awesome.
One?
Chat, do you everyone in chat who has played this, do you think they are ready for what they're about to find in this address? No, you are not. No one was. As you get to a building that resembles like a large concrete block, you see what looks like a fairly nice scene, a rural scene out front of this building, where like growing in the cement in various places, you see cracks filled in with dirt, and there are several tomato plants in these cracks, as well as plastic barrels and small kind of terracotta pots on what would otherwise be a fairly barren porch. Save for a couple of chairs. There are boxes of nutrient broth, gardening tools, various other cultural knickknacks cluttering the floor. Inside, as you see, the door is open, but there's barely any room for visitors. And as you guys are walking up to it, a young man, maybe a teen, walks out, a human boy, and sees the 5 of you walking up and says, what's it doing? Who are you guys?
Hello, human boy.
Hi.
We were given this address, told to come here to find a supreme genius that could help us unlock the secrets of the universe.
I'm sorry. You might have the wrong address. We've got tomatoes for sale. Couple credits each.
Oh, I'd love those. Those are way cheaper than health serums. I will take 2.
They definitely do not give you any health back, but they are tasty.
I get HP back.
Do you have starting credits, Jabert?
I
do. You have
do.
Bonus credit?
I do. I have, I think, 67 credits left. And spend 2 of them buying tomatoes from this boy.
Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. You guys have a nice day.
Yes, well, I think I'll just hang around and look at these tomatoes a little longer, but you have a nice day too, human boy. What is your name, human boy?
I'm Joubert.
Joubert. Gom Joubert?
No.
Oh.
Just Joubert. What are you hanging around here for?
Oh, well, you never see this color around here. It's always blue and green and purple.
I think
Never red. These beautiful red tomatoes. I think I'll just stare at them for 3 hours. Thank you. Thank you.
So Joubert, tell me, do you live here alone?
No. I've got my grandmother here as well. She's the real green thumb.
Oh, I must meet your grandmother. Your grandmother sounds like an impressive woman. I will just go speak to your grandmother. Thank you.
Can I listening to all of this, can I sense motive on this kid?
Please do.
I would like to do that as well.
And I'm going to add my expertise die to this.
also,
well.
Patrick, Anonymous has donated $35 for you to award a critical fail to. So that's probably me. But there you go.
Don't need a critical fail with that terrible sense motive check, Gnak.
Good. I'm writing down all these. Excellent. What did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
And Drew?
That is a 9 plus 2, so that's an 11. Unbelievable.
I mean, he seems to be very confused as to what you guys are saying, but you detect no deception in anything you said so far. These are 2 credit tomatoes he's got here.
Is that really expensive for a tomato? Do I know? Is that?
I mean, they're pretty big, so I mean, it's like a meal.
Okay,
I don't think it's that crazy.
Could I fit one in a cheek pouch? Because that's going to tell me how big that tomato is.
Yes, you can buy a box of like small. There's like cherry tomatoes as well, but like they look like big old slicing tomatoes. You know, you fry them up.
I take one. I take a bite out of it, and I say, "Knack, hold on to this for me. Put this in your cheek pouch. I will want this later."
Well, that's gross.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. You wanted to meet my grandmother for some reason?
Yes, of course. We would like to speak to the owner of this house.
Well, she's resting right now. Why don't you guys go away and come back, I don't know, in like a day or so?
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. I can't wait to talk about tomatoes and learn who owns this house. And I go up and I approach the door.
Well, hold on. What? I mean, do I need to be calling the authorities on you all right now? She's resting.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. I'll just wake her up. It's fine.
So you're going back towards her room, Andis?
Wait, am I in the house right now?
Yeah. You guys can be.
Sorry.
Right
I thought I was just outside the house. I see.
No, you're popping in. You want to go back towards her room?
I suppose so. Yeah. I mean, this is just a little kid. This is a little bystander kid. This kid doesn't know what
like
his grandmother's up to.
Yeah.
This kid doesn't know what his grandmother's up to. This kid is in danger. There's a criminal living in this house. I'm gonna rescue.
So
this
hold
child.
on, I need to play this out here. Are you going to the grandmother's door alone? Is anyone going with you?
I say, don't worry, team. I've got this. I've got this grandmother. This grandmother will be no match. I will talk to this grandmother and tell her that she should not do illegal things with a child in the house.
You know, Andis, we should probably take things a little slower. I don't know. There's something seems...
No, speed. Speed is the name of the game, isn't it?
And also discretion. I believe
Yes.
discretion was the other half of that.
Yes, tomatoes. Yes, I understand. Mm.
What are you doing with
I
them?
remember Andis being much more serious.
What do you do? Oh no, he was up there dancing on the.
Well, that's true. He did do that.
That's right.
What are you doing with the door there, Jabert? Maybe just describe.
Well, if no one else is coming in, I'll leave the door open. But if other people are, if everyone comes in, I mean, I guess I open it and. Sorry, we're talking about the bedroom door, or
yeah, her door. You're going back to it, or you're just like slowly opening it, or are you knocking it down?
No, I'm knocking on the door.
Oh, okay.
I knock on the door and I say, "Ma'am, we would like to speak to you, please, about these tomatoes."
There's no answer.
Oh, I say, "Ma'am, are you quite all right?" And I crack it open. I open it up and I lean inside.
Inside, you see, indeed, what looks like an older woman sleeping under some sheets, very comfortable. And you open the door. She says, "What? Who's that? Is that you, Joubert?"
No, grandmother. It is not Joubert. I am Andis 147. May I come in?
Who the pronk are you?
I am a friend with
Gray's got a mouth.
Who the pronk let you in here?
Oh, it was your son who's the best, who I am told is the best tomato grower in the land.
Those are my tomatoes. Did he take credit for them?
Oh, yes, ma'am. But now I need to talk to you about tomatoes. I was just going to talk to him for 5 hours about tomatoes, but now I will talk to you about tomatoes.
Get out of my house!
Ma'am,
I'm in my jammies right now.
Oh, ma'am, no, that's okay. I have jammy screen eyeballs. I can look past your jammies.
What? No, you can do that. You sicko.
Just made it worse.
No, I am. Guys, I could use some backup. We are here about a tomato, and I look desperately at Gnak.
Ma'am, if we could just take a look at your computers, we're here on a very special mission for Absalom security, and your address came up as something. I apologize for the intrusion, and I certainly apologize for my friend here. He lacks social cues and the ability to read them.
Oh, let me get my cane. I'll be right out. What is? She will throw on some clothes and pop out, and you guys can just kind of stand awkwardly in their foyer or living room as she comes out and says, "Now, what's this all about, Sonny Jim?"
We would like to take a look at your computers. Where is your nearest terminal?
Oh, no computers here. I don't know why you need that.
Sense motive.
Yeah, sense motive on old Grammy.
On the grandmother.
She is as forthright and confused as it seems Joubert is.
I see. Perhaps this location was spoofed in some way. But if that is true, then there must be a wireless node present, which was used to relay the signal from this address.
What are you talking about?
I will search the home for any errant computers that may have been secreted away inside of your domicile.
I'm sorry. What is this?
Stand aside. They can be dangerous.
Who are you with? What is going on here?
A dog. Just settle down.
I'm getting a cool new nickname now. This is fun.
It's for that discretion piece we talked about.
We're becoming new best friends, which is fun. But I am going to perception check, look around for a computer. Only a 9.
Nothing you can see around here. It looks pretty low tech. It looks like your actual grandmother's house. Or maybe great-grandmother's house.
But even space grandma's got to have a computer. You can't live on Absalom Station without having something.
I know. My grandma has like an iPad, and she uses it all the time.
A lot of I don't know if this is Gnak and Andis failure or Bert and Drew. How about the other three of you? You guys have any questions or anything you want to say?
Rami is going to do exactly what Miles did and just sip on a drink because he thinks this whole thing is a waste of time.
Very, very helpful in helping us move forward in the plot, Miles and Rami.
Just like old times.
I mean, yeah, this is pretty par for the course for level 1 Rami.
Rebecca, can you say
Alyndra's not really sure what we would be looking for, but I mean, she can take a stab at looking for something she doesn't understand, like a computer-looking weird thing.
I'll tell you guys, you see no computers here. Is there anything you would like to say or any questions you or Edrass have?
I will let Rebecca go first, and then I'll do the Edrass thing.
I don't have anything. Go ahead.
Okay. I think Edrass, after maybe watching Gnak and Andis do a wonderful side performance, would like roll his eyes and be like, "Oh, for the love of, listen, we're Starfinder Society members, and we went to go. One of our leaders said that there was someone tried to hack a very high-tech piece of equipment somewhere expensive, and that the hack came from here. And she's extremely good at what she does, so I tend to believe her. Now, we aren't here to apprehend anybody. We certainly do not have the authority to do that. All we want to do is find whoever did this awesome computer thing and take them and walk them to our boss and be like, look, here's the person that did the awesome computer thing. Please hire her so that she can do more, she or he, whichever one of you two it is, can do the awesome computer thing to other buildings. Now, if it's either of you two are the hackers, just please let us know, because we're just impressed. We're fans almost. He is especially. Points at Rami.
And Rami just kind of like, lifts his flask.
Otherwise, if it's not you two, if you can truly claim innocence in all of this, then we will be on our way and try to find out who the real person is so we can heap all the accolades onto them.
Yes, I suppose it's just more money for someone else if you guys are not the ones we are looking for.
Yes, has anybody come by here recently? Any visitors?
I'm reacting to what Tyler has said here as Edrass, as she gets a little steely-eyed and looks in your direction and says, "Y'all mother pronkers are hacker hunters? Is that what you're saying?"
Wouldn't say hunters so much.
I hated folk like you back in my day. I used to be a pretty hotshot hacker, but that was many years ago. I've not done it in probably 40 years. But she will pull back her blue hair to show you that she does have what looks like a data jack just going straight into her like spinal cord, like back of her head.
Nice rig, Zero Cool, but we're still looking for somebody that did this recently. So the only other option right here is, and points at the kid. You've been teaching this one how to do things?
Joubert, no. He has not done any computer work, but I will say I've been losing a lot of time lately and sleeping for longer periods whenever I charge up, as it were. Oh my.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
What do you charge up with?
And she'll show she just like kind of plugs straight into the all points cord of power and internet and things like that. And Joubert comes over and says, Granny, Siren has definitely been acting a little different lately. Every once in a while she'll say the P word.
I'm sorry, who are we talking about here? Siren?
Yeah, that's grandma's name.
Oh, okay.
Karen, Saren, Ceren. And he will explain that she does seem a little spry every once in a while. And Saren will say, I'm reliving the old glory days when I go to sleep. I don't think I have been, but she kind of like checks and is like, I do have what looks like 50,000 gigaflops of data stored currently in my old noodle.
Oh, interesting. Wait, unaccounted for?
Oh, yes, I've not used that in some time, so I don't know what it could be.
Oh, well, would you like to just transfer that information to us? Perhaps.
No, not at all. I'm sorry. Where do you say? She's looking at you, Edrass. That this hacker took all the information from.
Well, we believe the information came from Astral Extractions and from, did I hear right, Quindar? Something or
Oh
other.
Indar
my!
Industries and BDRC.
Okay. Guess what, Joubert? It's time to pack your bags. We're leaving Absalom Station forever now. Goodbye, new friends.
Well, hold up before you go. That's why we're here. You see, authorities and other people of power were also able to detect the hack. Now,
Yeah, they're gonna just plug me and plug my grandson here.
Yes, but if you can come with us and we can take you to our boss, the Starfinders can help you, keep you out of any, illegal troubles.
No, I have other family and friends here. They could be targets. So long as I'm alive, there's no way that this kind of thing is something corporations let slide, Sonny Jim.
Well,
We
again,
fake your death?
I'm sorry, what now?
No.
No, it would be a very fake death. It would not be a real death.
That sounds
Very fake.
great. Is that something you all do regularly?
No.
Oh, well,
I've got some experience, but I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Joubert Grandma's going to fake die now with the nice man and lady from the Starfinder Society. You mind the tomato stand?
Well, he's gonna have to come too.
Granny has joined the party.
She indeed does seem quite enthusiastic at that idea, Andis.
yes.
Even she notes that she might have faked her death when she was a young hacker a couple of times, though she doesn't remember completely.
Well, it was a long time ago. I understand.
Yeah, do you guys have any idea how to go about faking someone's death in Starfinder?
Well, I think first we need a body.
Oh my, where do we get that from?
And I look at her grandson. Well, there's one.
Oh no.
Yeah, Joubert is probably about your size.
I think they'd be able to tell it was a young boy and not an 80-year-old woman.
Couldn't we
That's
just
probably
like?
true.
Couldn't we just fake some paperwork? Can't we just like? go
Yeah,
in
I
and
was
change
thinking
the
like write
status
an
of someone from-
obituary and put it out on the virtual newspaper or whatever. it
Maybe
is.
burn her house down.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Is that necessary?
I don't
I'm
think-
just saying, we get the news reporters out here. It will be very all over the place. Everyone will know.
This is maybe a low-tech solution, but we got all these tomatoes. Tomatoes are red. Why don't we just smash those all over everything and then
No one
skedaddle?
will ever figure it out. It looks just like blood.
Are
I
you
have-
the brains of this operation? Yosoki man?
I have dropped a tomato on the floor before. It looks just like a dead person.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, we just got to get you two out of here, and this is the fastest way to make that happen.
Right. So there's a couple things. You guys can try and get a body. Where might you? One, I'll let you know this right now. Tomatoes won't do it. That'll be like a -5 bluff. But where do you think you might go to get a body to fake such, even if you burn her house down or whatever?
I mean,
So I don't know that Alyndra would know this, but isn't there like a place where they have gardening and they bury bodies in the gardening?
Oh yeah, you're
Maybe
talking.
I got that from something else.
Yeah, that's I think
Djembe
into the
garden.
unknown
Yeah.
Starfinder
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah. So we can dig up a body from the garden.
I mean, or we could go
yeah.
to the hospital,
All
steal
right,
one from the
Igor.
morgue.
You, I think, can come up between your guys' contacts that there are indeed some shady corners that will provide you with a pretty fresh corpse for like 60 credits.
If I can take 20, I can find out exactly where that is because of my culture and my outlaw theme.
Yeah. That is no problem to find.
Anyone
if
know
you-
any shady coroners? Oh, Knack,
yes,
you for sure do. Great.
for sure. We're not gonna make you roll that. And it is indeed like a maybe not even a human body that you're supplied with. We're just going to fast forward through that and deduct 60 credits from your pockets at this moment. You get this body of, I don't know, like a Kasathan, and it will not get a great deal past anyone really looking into it unless you do some disguise or make a medicine check to alter the corpse.
I'm going to do some medicine to
And-
try to smooth over the parts where those extra arms are coming out.
Just tuck them in.
Just
No one will be able to tell this from the pelvis. It'll be fine.
I've also got disguise that can we do both medicine and disguise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right ahead.
I'll roll a disguise check.
If anybody wants to aid, you can as well.
Why roll when you could just auto succeed? I mean, maybe use up one of those 20s.
Because I don't need to, Tyler.
Oh boy.
Natural 20 for a
my.
27 disguise
Nice.
check.
All right, that's a 17 on the medicine check.
Does anybody have medicine that can aid?
I possibly can.
Yeah, just roll it. See if you can get it going.
Well, there we go. It's a 10.
So that is aided, and you guys, we cut to like a single light bulb in like a burnt out building, like swinging over a table, and is walking up with like a hacksaw. And
Oh boy.
Knack went to a corner grocery store and got like a 5 credit makeup kit, and you just like nod at each other, and we're not going to see any of that. But a moment later,
The ultimate
My
wait weekend
gosh.
at Bernie's.
yes, Saren is going off to do some other things while you guys are doing this, but you can text her a picture, and she's like, gross, that doesn't look anything like me, but it will do. It will do.
Can she
Let's
use
see.
her hacking skills to help us with this in any capacity? Like, can we plug her in and just let her subconsciously assist us in spreading this news?
I don't know if we have to spread news so much as just
She's-
like change information in a database.
Well, I guess that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, if she's good enough to get into these big corporations, it seems like she'd be good enough to erase herself from the society.
Yeah, well, basically, with that body, like Joubert notifies the authorities, and like a meat wagon comes out like 20 minutes later. And there's some like official signing, and he's like, "Yeah, I got the death certificate. They just thought it looked like my grandma. She's dead now."
Fantastic. Now,
Knack and
And-
Andis high five.
We see a short montage of this meat wagon going right back down to the body farm that you guys got it from, and like chucking it in the dirt.
jeez.
The circle of life on Absalom Station.
Oh man.
Yeah, but Saren lets you know that you know, if she's still going to be here on Absalom Station, she's going to not be able to go by that name. She'll need a new identity if she is going to indeed evade like all the like automatic facial recognition programs throughout the city, and
Oh.
computers that ask for cotton swabs of your spit.
Ooh. So essentially, we're doing like character creation in one of the fancy new vid games.
Yeah. So going along with this will require either one of a few different skill checks, setting up contacts in a new grandmother life, or making a alias for her. What kind of skills do you think you might employ for doing this?
Computers seems useful.
Yep, you can make a computers check if you want to just like kind of hack into different personal identification paper databases that are here, like medical records and things like arrest records and stuff like that.
Right, like try to like delete sections of the document where like the new person's name would appear, so that it's like, oh, we're just missing a bunch of data here.
Yeah. So who feels confident in doing a computers check?
Remy does.
And does anybody want to aid? maybe provide in like some backseat keyboard jockeying.
I mean, I could auto aid.
Okay.
Although I may want to just wait and roll my own.
We've got enough re-rolls. I don't think you guys got to worry about
Okay.
that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I'll auto aid. Yeah.
All right. And anybody else that want to roll? Drew?
Grow in computers at level 1, so
Yeah, it's a DC 10, so
okay, I get it.
go for it. Make those rolls.
Edrass can't even spell the word
No.
computer.
That's a 6.
All right, no aid from Drew unless you want to burn a re-roll. What about?
I mean, he seems to be pushing for this so much that I
Andis.
do debate whether we need to really get in here.
No, we'll see. Andis, make that. Oh no, you want to save yours?
Well, I mean, I auto aid,
Aids.
so
Okay.
it's autoing.
Then Miles, you've got an aid here. Go ahead and roll that check.
It's a 12.
That is not going to be enough, and you are summarily booted from most of the like DMV systems that you're trying to hack into.
Can I?
Maybe I should try to my account.
I will if you want to burn a reroll.
I can burn one of my rerolls if you'd like.
Oh yeah, you've donated some as well. Go right ahead.
Okay.
There we are. That's the Andis I remember.
Yeah, baby.
What'd you get?
29.
Oh,
It was
jeez
a
Louise.
natural 20 on that
What?
one.
What are you guys
Nice.
doing? Yeah, so you sit down and it's just like entering the matrix. Everyone around you melts into like ones and zeros, and it's like 10 seconds later, and you're like, "Poof, done."
Good, congratulations. Your new name is King Kong.
Oh boy.
So we've got a
Well,
couple
that's
of
my joke.
successes
Bye, everybody.
in each. Because of the hacking that you were not able to accomplish at first. Is there any? I really want to get some Edrass or Alyndra action in here. Anything else you guys can think you might be able to do to help fortify this new identity?
Rebecca, got anything? Because Edrass doesn't. He's got
No.
Intimidate. That's about all
I
he's
can do
got.
a bluff roll. Like I have bluff, but
Go right ahead. That would
Right.
be spreading enough lies to make it possible that this
not
will
good,
hold
not
up.
good. That's a 4 on the dice for an 11 total.
That's going to be a fail. You want to let that stand? A 4 on the dice?
Do I have any rerolls to my name?
We have a lot, yes.
Yeah.
At the
What
very
what
least.
do we have at the moment?
I mean, if you want to divide it up amongst you guys, you have like 6 rerolls each.
Okay, great.
Right?
Yeah, I'll re-roll that. Hopefully I can do better than a 4.
Can you assist on a bluff check?
Nope, I can't. That's another 4.
If you want to spend 30 for an auto crit, I will allow it, but that will reduce the number of rerolls you have pretty significantly. Oh, stunt in the chat says re-roll.
Re-roll.
Just keep going. Just
I mean, I
can't-
could.
What are the odds?
You can't get another 4.
There-
can
it's
you?
I'm gonna
impossible.
Re-roll. Can
Okay.
I do that?
Oh, it's possible.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Monkey, for the
Okay.
reroll suggestion.
Okay.
Third time's a charm.
Nope, that's a natural 1.
Oh.
This is not destined to help out with this at all in any capacity.
Oh,
Oh my goodness gracious.
This
Chat
is
helps-
So what does
help her out.
What does Alyndra say here when she gets 2 4s and a 1?
Oh, I can
imagine
paint
that-
this scene pretty well.
I imagine she like types it in. She's like, "No, delete. Type.
No. This is
delete.
This is you.
She's
like,
the gorilla
spreading-
who's attacking a city.
It's spreading rumors. So Alyndra like saddles up to a bar somewhere. And it's like, hey, have you guys heard about this grandma named Not Siren?
Oh,
goodness
This is just typical Alyndra too, because she could always do extremely well in combat, and then when it came to skill checks, not always where she needed to be.
No, not her forte.
Anything else you guys want to do before you to try and set this meeting and give these papers to Siren?
Oh, we're about to be embarrassed. No. I got nothing.
What skills does a level 1 Edrass have?
Intimidate.
You get 1 rank?
I mean, I get 3. So it's intimidate, athletics, and profession pirate.
Oh, Tyler.
Can you yell at the code to make sure that you better not disrespect me or her?
Drew yelling at. Why would I yell at code? That would not do anything.
I'm trying to get you in here, man.
Because I'm a nice GM, I'll allow Drew you to do a skill check as well here. Do you have a favorite skill you think might be apropos in this endeavor?
The only thing I can think of is if I can use culture to help craft an identity.
That is one of the things you can do, yes.
Okay, so I will do that, and I will add my expertise die to this as well.
All right. We're talking DC 15 here, folks. So you can just spend a 20 and knock it out the park.
Or I can get a 17.
Boo.
And also just add 4 to that to make that a 21.
Alrighty. Yeah, that will do. And maybe you've erased Alyndra's mistake. Time will tell on that. Yeah, so you've sent the body off. You've got a new identity. It's a few hours later, and you have arranged a very clandestine meeting with Siren in Jatembe Park, the huge kind of like green eye of Absalom Station. Nice. It is open to all residents, and is huge. I mean, it's like larger than Central Park. There are wide portions of it where there's like water flowing, multi-levels of trees and grass from different climates and terrains from across the Pact Worlds. She seems to have marked like a specific bridge to meet her on. And you guys are getting there now. And as you are walking up, you see what looks like a group of gang members, Downside Kings, in fact, moving up to her on the bridge. And let me take us to Bingo Bongo, another map.
I was about to totally steal Knak's line there and be like, all right, guys, get them. And then I remembered, that's actually a Gnak thing.
I can do that again. I can't wait.
I'm going to leave Gnak to do that.
Grandma's here and can be behind
I was
you.
like, don't put Grandma on the front, please. That's not where Grandma would be.
No. Well, let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, so they're moving up to the bridge and they're like, get out of the way, Starfinders.
Is that a trick question? I mean, no.
The old lady, she's coming with us.
Why?
What? You don't need to know our business. We got bills to pay, and she's a hot ticket right now.
I got bills too, friend. So if you can't tell me why, I can't give her to you.
Are we gonna do this the easy way or the hard way? He like kind of shows a pistol tucked into his pants and has his hand like resting on it.
Rami just says my way and shoots.
I reach back and I sort of like start like pulling my my rifle.
Rami's back.
Rami's back, everybody. Boy, oh boy, it's time for initiative rolls.
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh, no, natural 1 from Alyndra. God.
You can re-roll that right
Can't get
now.
away from it.
24.
I don't want to influence if you guys in the chat are looking to donate to someone. A couple of re-rolls here and there. Rebecca might need some. Might need 1 or 2.
Tell me about it.
Tonight.
Add me to the turn order. I guess I didn't click on my character.
Oh, that's classic Rami.
Well, no, I clicked on it. stupid thing just didn't do it. Was that 20?
I have not had a character with a good initiative in a long time, so that 23
Feels nice, doesn't it?
feels real good.
Oh my, 23. What did you roll on the die?
18.
Nice. So we are indeed in combat, and believe it or not, Edrass is first.
Whoa!
First with a bullet here.
I know.
Oh my,
right?
he's so speedy.
It's that Blitz soldier, right?
That's super vigor.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my, I forgot. Yeah.
Well, why don't we? Let's see what kind of movement we got here. 5, 10, 5, 10, 20, 20. Oh, yeah. I think we're just going to go. Man, everybody here looks pretty. I'm going to just kind of move straight forward here. Get in between two of these individuals.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Vesk is the bigger. Are any of these like holding melee weapons, or are they all ranged looking?
They don't have them out yet. No, I think they've all got like a hand on their pistols. They might have like one in their back pocket or something.
Oh, those fools. Well,
hiding in like in their chest there.
Well, then let's go after the. Oh man, it's kind of hard. I mean, Tyler knows which one to attack. I don't think Edrass really would. Who was the leader? Who was talking?
They're all the same. But yeah, let's say this one's a Vesk downside.
Okay,
this guy.
We'll take out that one. We'll attack that one. Hopefully. Oh, what am I talking about? Why am I even? Well, yeah.
What, you just want to roll a 20 right now?
Yeah, I was really tempted.
Crack of the bat.
I was really tempted to, but we'll play a game. We'll play the game first. Oh, I rolled a 19 on the die. So
Tyler,
This isn't Edrass. Who are you?
Yeah, this makes zero sense. This is the most effective.
Hey!
Ever
This is
been.
the alternate world. Remember?
Right, it's gonna be Alindra's only ones.
No, Edrass has been
Alindra's world
training
family.
for a couple weeks at the Starfinder Society.
So Alyndra's
how-
the new Edrass, and Edrass is the new Alyndra.
you bring that Doshko, that straight edge Doshko right down on him, nearly chop his arm off as he's going for his gun. He's like, "Rah!" He is still up, but how much damage did you do?
12.
He's nearly dead from that. Next in the turn order is Rami Miles.
Let's see. Nearly dead, you said?
Yeah,
Oh,
nearly.
well, magic missile.
Oh no, an old classic. You
Can't miss.
You can skip rolling it because bingo bango, that is enough to pummel him back. He floods back like 30 feet, hits the ground, dead. Blah.
Like a glove.
You can move as well as if you want here on the
I
bridge.
could, but I'm fine.
Big Norse Wolf. Only Alyndra has a goatee in this universe.
Oh, weird. Make sure to draw that on the character art and resubmit it. Next with a 13 in the initiative order is Andis147.
All right, let's see. I would presume walking through Jitimbe Park, it's like walking through Central Park. Like you don't walk around with a rifle out. So, I'm going to take a move action to draw that, and let's see. I'm going to aim downfield at this blue one over here, and take a shot.
All right. Little blue dot on this guy. Another bit of fun art here.
17 versus EAC.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, it's low on the damage though. 3 points.
All right.
His
That's
first
not
good
bad.
Charlotte concert.
The last time I GM'd this was last year at some point, and this guy had 3 damage already on him. So that worked out well.
Nice.
Worked out.
I'm not writing anything else in. That is your turn. It goes on to their turn, and yeah, this guy is actually the one that you've moved up to. Edrass is going to see that you've murdered his compatriot, and will pull out what looks like a tactical baton, and is going to immediately crit you in the head.
Oh, right. We're playing this way,
Yes.
huh?
Yeah. Way to go, Tyler.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Natural 20. Can we get some toot toots? Seth says, congrats on the 4,000. Thank you for helping us get there, sir, and everyone else out there donating.
Absolutely.
First crit of the game is mine. Who saw that coming? I did, because I knew I was going to do it. 2d6 damage coming to Tyler. How does this feel, Tyler?
Depends on how well you do.
Okay, let's get them. Ooh, it's only 7 points of damage.
It's okay. I mean, you know,
Edrass is still alive.
Edrass is doing all right.
He did have to pull that weapon out, so I can't crit you twice, unfortunately, with 2 attacks. This guy here that has been hit by an Andis is going to move back a little bit towards his dead friend and take a shot at you with a pistol. I will not crit this time, but let's get that attack going. Oh no, I've rolled a 20 on the dice.
Oh no,
it is a crit.
You promised you wouldn't crit us this time.
I wouldn't automatically crit.
Oh,
This is indeed, though, not a laser pistol. It is a pulse caster pistol, and this is 2d4 non-lethal damage, electric damage coming at you. 5 points, non-lethal. How's Edrass doing?
Whoa! Why me?
Because you
just killed his best friend. And
Well, what's funny is
nearly
Rami killed him.
Yeah, shoot
yeah,
someone
no.
else.
they saw the vest come up and do 12 points of damage.
Okay, to be honest, I was checking the donations
I like
page.
this. I still hang back in the shadows and get none of the blame.
I was checking the donations
season
page. I
1.
thought you were shooting someone else.
Oh no!
Oh man, this sucks.
How are you, Edrass?
Well, I mean, I'm okay. You said
still
5 points?
Yeah.
Oh well. I mean, he spits blood in your general direction.
Oh, good times. That will be it for their turn, which means it's an axes rack.
The gun is withdrawn from the cheek pouch. It's about to go down. Hey gang, that dude right next to Edrass, I think we should get him.
Oh my.
I hear the cheers already. And we're going to take a shot with with the azimuth laser pistol, which is not going to do a ton no matter what it does.
Mhm.
But we do at least have the +1. That's a 16 to hit
Oh, that's a hit.
for 1 damage.
Oh, pew, pew, pew. He's still up. And that brings us to Alyndra.
Your contribution.
Yeah,
is doing
Alyndra
well.
is not in a good spot here because that guy moved away. So she's going to move forward as much as she can.
Well, there is the old option of the old Starfinder charge. If you want to make that, you get to move double, and you can still make an attack at the end of that.
Oh, I can?
Mhm.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna ask. Yeah, can you draw a weapon with a +1 BAB on a charge? Oh, you can do that, right?
Don't on a.
I'll
I
allow
mean,
it.
I would assume we have our weapons out, right? Like, no?
It's up to you guys. At this
mean,
point, we
for
did
it.
have a brief repartee where they were yelling at you.
I feel like as soon as that guy showed his weapon, Alyndra would be like, all right, I've got my thing behind my back ready
Yeah,
to
that's
go.
why Rami was quick draw
Yeah.
McGraw there.
I feel
Right.
I feel bad for Rebecca because she's about to get crit, so I'm going to allow you to have this
I know it's probably really
get
unwise actually
crit
to go right up to this guy.
right in the head after.
But
this.
you know what? I'm going to claim a crit. I'm going to
Oh!
just auto crit.
Yeah, you brought that upon yourself.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh wow. All
How
right, we'll roll the damage.
Dare you?
I guess.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I'll roll the damage, but you can ignore the attack on this.
I think that's all of your crits and rerolls for the game already.
For Rebecca.
That's
If someone
fine.
wants to donate one. What'd you hit roll here?
So the damage would be 8.
No, what'd you roll to? Oh, you automatically critted, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah, automatically crit. So the damage would
do
be 8.
you-
So that would be an additional what?
roll the
Additional
D6 again.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we got a die roll here, right?
2d6.
That's another 5. So 13.
Yeah, no, it's a crit, so you double your damage as well. That's 16 points of damage, and you
Oh,
chop
you
this
just
guy's
double
head
the initial
off.
damage. Okay, that's fine.
He's well dead immediately. Oh boy. Okay, so I forgot what happened. These two frontline fighters was like in combat. When crits are a flying. Let's see. I didn't add them into the initiative turn order. Their numbers. Boop. But they went in the 9 spot. We are back the top of turn 2 with Edrass.
All right. Hold on one hot second. I mean, this guy's just got to go, right? So
I mean, it's up to you. You have the power.
I mean, I think I'm on a hot streak. Let's see if let's just see if the hot streak continues, right?
Yeah.
One attack or two?
Just one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 16 on the dice.
Yeah.
Terrible damage though. 8 points of damage.
He's still up after that. You blowing the Doshko right through his like upper thigh, and you strike bone, but he looks like he's ready to crack back at you, like real bad crack back after this.
Oh no.
But maybe
You know what that means.
maybe Rami can save your life.
All right.
Help
Are you sure we went
me.
through all of our rerolls and crits? Because
Oh no! If we divide them up evenly, Rebecca has gone through all of your rerolls and crits.
Oh, I'm donating to
because-
get myself some more.
Oh, yeah, go right ahead.
Rebecca, don't worry.
$800
Rebecca,
to
don't
us.
worry, because there was a donation from me to you, my favorite flanking buddy.
Oh, cute.
I'm not
so
going to
you
leave
still
you
donate
hanging without
myself, 'cause I
rerolls or
haven't
crits, Rebecca. I would never allow that to happen.
We're popping in some more for Rebecca. That's $30, either 3 rerolls
Did we go
or
through
1
10
crit.
crits already?
No, I'm once again, just if you're evenly dividing them. But if you guys want to just use them as a pool, then one person can crit a lot.
Okay,
But-
Honestly, I'm fine using them as a pool.
I still have crits and rerolls.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay,
what do you
okay.
want to do right
Jesus,
now,
thank you
Miles?
for the 100 bits.
I'm just gonna do a regular attack with my azimuth laser rifle.
And we got
Okay.
our flanking buddies in the chat. Thank
Yeah,
you.
slings hats, thank you.
That's a 15 to hit
Oh, that is a hit. You've chewed through
for
your
5
buddy.
points of damage.
5, and with that, he is out for the count.
Bam!
And we are out of combat.
Another
Boom,
kill steal
baby!
for Rami.
Kill still
Like fish in a
Rami,
barrel.
right? Pew. Right. So as the gangers are killed,
I'm sorry,
with
would you rather me have waited for him to crit you?
about
Because I can do that. I
I
can
mean,
take
that'd be
back
par
the
for the
roll.
course at this point, so I wouldn't have been too disappointed.
Siren comes up to you and says, "Oh, thank you. I will take these papers and I will tell your Historia 7 what you did for me here."
You sure you don't need more of an escort?
No, I mean, if you want to walk me back, that'd be fine.
Yeah, we can do it.
Just want to make sure we all get paid.
Yeah, so she'll go back, collect Joubert, and the two of them will go into hiding. You guys are contacted maybe like the next morning by Historia 7, which she says she's been going through the data that you found from collecting Seer, and like they're still in the process of downloading and encoding it, but says it is a great deal of value to her work. Let's see. You guys did indeed succeed at faking Siren's death. She thanks you for that. She says she only had to erase a few computer strokes that were highly suspicious from Rami, perhaps at first there, but says she indeed does value the time crunch that you guys were under to do that.
Cool.
Salud.
Thank you.
I almost forgot. I'll mention something while Patrick is thinking. If we ever win a fight, I hope this works.
Mhm.
If we ever win a fight and you would like to celebrate the team's victory over our enemies, you can use this command.
Oh God.
Your wrist.
And you can celebrate our victory with us.
Oh, nice. The Final Fantasy VIII victory tune.
Miles, get out of here. Nobody believes you, jerk.
Historia 7 will explain that Siren is being very forthcoming and has offered to provide her skills to the society. And because of that, later in that afternoon, you guys are met with a courier robot that has a number of things for you. There is a standard data jack, kind of very similar to the one that Siren had like in her head. There is 200 credits, and I believe, yes, because you succeeded at a couple of aspects of this mission, in the box is also a Frostbite Class 0 rifle.
Ooh.
I believe.
Rami, I stole the last the last Frostbite Zero pistol from you. I think you should have this one.
I'll take it.
This is a level 4 long arm that does 1d8 cold damage. It's actually very similar to the laser rifle, but it has the critical staggered.
Yeah, the stagger's better, and I think there are fewer things that are resistant to cold than fire. I think that's the idea.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because that's why I didn't fire at the vest. They've got 5 fire resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Is that a vest thing?
No, I don't think so.
I thought Edrass
I think it's
had
just
5.
Edrass.
Oh,
I think that was just an
Edrass had
thing,
a
yeah.
thing.
Oh.
Edrass had a lot of stuff towards the end there, but that's just not something everybody gets.
So just a reminder of the way Starfinder Society works. I know it's been a while, but you guys, while we're in this scenario, can use all this stuff that you get. And then if you want to keep it permanent on your character, you can purchase it from the Chronicle sheet that you get at the end. Or you have the potential to purchase it from that Chronicle sheet.
Gotcha.
But he could use it like right now if you wanted to, right?
Well,
correct.
You said it was a long arm?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, then he can use it at a negative.
I have long arm.
Did you take long arm?
Friend.
Was that at level 1?
I did indeed.
Man, I
At
can't
level
remember
1,
any of
baby.
our
That
characters.
was, yeah.
So stop
Yeah,
talking on my behalf, my friend.
I wasn't talking on your
me
behalf.
and
I'm trying
Miles
to
were
correct
like
you.
long arms, like
yeah, I was
specialists
long arm from
together.
day one.
Yeah, day one long arms.
Yeah. If
don't
you
remember
and
that.
What's
you can
weird is this
also
is a long arm, but only at 60 feet.
you guys can share weapons between you as well during the scenario.
Oh man,
but you
we're
can't trade permanently.
We're like war buddies. We're like little foxholes. Just like trading guns like M&Ms.
Okay. Along with this rifle is a note from Siren that thanking you, and like there's like a still picture printed out in there of her and Joubert like holding up tomatoes and giving you a thumbs up.
Oh, that's cool.
I throw that away.
And
This is Rami, remember?
I know somebody who has the name Seren, Ceren. It's pronounced, and she pronounces it Jaren. It's a Turkish name.
Jaren and Joubert.
Jaren
That
and
makes
Joubert,
maybe
I
more
think, is-
sense. Okay. I love claiming I have to look over and claim a bonus on the chat every few minutes so I can get that toot energy.
Kaboom!
Great. So that's actually doing it for that first mission. Are you guys ready to go on your mission number 2?
Why
Can
not?
we maybe
Yeah.
can we maybe take 5?
We can. And if you guys need to use a restroom, jump into it now. And I think maybe we'll talk a little bit about Doctors Without Borders, and
Okay,
also
cool. Yeah, you need to use the bathroom real quick.
solicit more donations while this.
Yeah, I was
happens.
gonna say I'd like to take stock of what rerolls and crits I have available to
Yeah,
myself.
I've got
Great
one
question.
crit available, but like, oh boy, I could use some more, gang.
I've used
3
and
on
wasted
damage is
2 rerolls now, and also used 1 crit. But I just gave myself $40, and Tyler gave me 30. So
Oh boy, Alyndra's back up on top.
Yes, I've purchased some either for myself or for you if you guys do need them. Just checking in real quick with our donations portal here. It looks like we're almost at $4,200 for the con so far. Time to up this goal to 5,000. What do you guys think about that? Bam. Everyone that has donated thus far, thank you very much. I also wanted to take some time out to thank the folks that have donated their time and are jamming this weekend. It does take a lot of energy jamming sometimes. So people that are doing like 2 games a day, I don't know how you're doing it, but thank you. People that have donated boons, and we got a late donation today from I will find the company name real quick. Bloop. You can find them at mischiefloot.com. It's something I was trying to get ready for this, but the whole pandemic has kind of put a kibosh on some work. They have donated a dice bag that you are able to buy random drawing tickets for $10. Miles, vamp for a second as I go and grab my dice bag.
Yeah, vamp about what? Oh, he didn't even answer. How's it going, everybody? I hope you are enjoying Criticon and this stream and me pouring this beer. It's been kind of weird getting back into Season 1 characters. I haven't thought about Rami in a while. I think the last time we actually played a session with these characters might have been in September of last year, if that's correct.
Sounds about right. We've been doing some kind of bonus episodes on the Patreon, which there's at least one more coming.
Yeah, but it's been a hot second since we've done a session. And so it's funny because this is a character that I lived with for a year and a half, and now I'm trying to remember some of his bare bones stuff. I remember he kind of had a chip on his shoulder for the first couple of books.
Yeah, I would say.
And he softened up around the end of book 3, obviously.
Real quick, Hanel's Wraith in the chat. Oh, I've got your donation. Don't worry. If you've played this, you know what fight is coming up, so don't worry about that. Someone has asked if it's okay to buy a critical fail for the players. It's more than okay. It's encouraged. This is my dice bag from Mischief Loot. I will say this is probably the nicest dice bag I've ever seen. Just a quick
cool
look inside. This one has the Starfinder Society insignia on it. The one that was donated puts this one to shame. I love the colors. I love the interior of that one. This one is extremely sturdy. There's a lot of hand stitching that goes on in here as well. And someone asked how many dice it can hold. I don't have a ton of dice near my computer because we are digital here, but what can I hold? Here's my water bottle. It's like almost disappeared in here. So it's pretty big. It looks like I'm brown bagging it.
It does.
I would just like to point out to everyone, so in the past we've had some commentary on how boring my office is. I would just like to point out I have rearranged my bookshelf so that now it is attractive. So
I think your office
is that detergent on the top.
It is detergent. That's my laundry section up at the top.
Get some artwork, my friend.
I mean, I personally find your office really interesting because it's like an Alice in Wonderland perspective. It's like it looks like really long. Yeah.
Oh,
chat is interesting that you
another question from the chat. Can we crit fail Patrick? Yes. Why would you?
And I think that is something that I'm sorry. Hanel's Wrath. I always mispronounce your name. I feel like I'm not pronouncing it right. I think that's what they're asking is to buy a crit fail for the players to give you.
Oh, I see.
Oh, at a certain time. Yes. Yes, that's also fine.
Yeah, this is kind of
Not suggested though.
No holds donations. If you donated and say this is for Drew to use as a crit fail to Patrick, I think it's all allowed at this point.
To be perfectly honest, as long as you're donating at all, you give it to whomever you want. But the fact that you're donating to Doctors Without Borders is still awesome.
I get to crit Patrick.
No, you get to crit fail Patrick. Actually.
No, you get to crit fail Patrick.
Crit fail. So like I get to say, oh no, that's a crit fail.
Yes.
So,
suddenly,
like,
three more gang members come out of nowhere and be like, "You killed our friends."
No, that is a question. Can we force what are our rules for this? Because if
does
somebody
it have
says
to happen
this
before the roll, or can it happen after the roll?
It's got to happen before, and it's only happening if someone donates that, especially. Otherwise, we'll just use some re-rolls and some critical rolls. Just a real quick last shout out for the dice bag. If you donate on our portal, just write dice bag in your thing. And we're actually going to take donations for this, and we have another last minute prize that we're going to put online later tonight that you can donate for 1 full week. We'll take donations, and we'll talk about this on our Discord channel and on our Twitter and things like that. But you'll have some time if some people were like, "Oh, I don't get paid until next week," yada yada. So I wanted some other fun prizes, physical prizes too, that you can pick up after the con. Boons, though, if you want to get the random drawing tickets for Boons, you have until 6 p.m. Sunday, the 19th. You guys all ready to get back into the adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We turn down.
Hopefully, I can use my sword more this time.
Jabert has run to get what looks like a vase that it's really looking precarious there on the edge.
Patrick, I did want a quick clarifying question. You said maybe the next day. Have we rested up completely?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I just you did hit Edrass for a bit there, so I just need to...
Oh, don't be a baby. Just 2 crits. You wuss.
I mean, I do
survived
remember
2 crits at level 1.
Yeah, I remember Edrass being able to take some damage, so...
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing your job, buddy. 1 natural, 1 unnatural crit, I should say. So Grandma's taken care of. The next society leader that you are sent to meet is... let me get back to my notes here. You are sent to one of the factions that currently does not have an offices or space in the Lore Spire complex. You are sent to the Exo Guardians leader, and to meet up with them, they are a host Sheeran named Vig Vizix, and also some of my favorite art early on in Starfinder.
Sorry, what faction is this?
Exo Guardians.
Exo Guardians. Okay.
Taking out them beasts.
Looks like he's got a handlebar mustache.
Oh, so it's
Zig Vizigs.
Zig Chex Mix. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, guess who's not showing up in this adventure? They're currently in one of the poorer but like kind of up and coming trendier areas of Absalom Station, in the area known as the Down Low, and you find them indeed kind of like under a underpass on top of some stone tables, eating what looks like very questionable meat in a taco from a nearby van that just sells tacos out the back.
A food truck?
I guess it would be called a food van in this universe. We're just making up stuff as it happens.
Food van, yeah.
A food
Or it
hover
could be
truck.
the one food, not the food truck, but the restaurant from Fifth Element, the ones that like floated around.
Yeah. So he, or they, I should say, kind of wipe off their armor and it's like, follow me, Starfinders. You walk to what looks like a cement lot, but there are these amazing metallic statues, these art features that are kind of like put everywhere that look indeed like alien landscapes or mindscapes kind of represented in sculpture form. There's a chatter of some nearby clubs in old abandoned buildings, and every once in a while you hear a ganger's inner cycle bike kind of like digitally revving up, like vroom, 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 rocking through here. The Vizix says, welcome, new Starfinders. Congratulations. They are telepathically projecting their voice directly into your mind. Speech name is Vizix, but you are free to call me Ziggy. It'll be easier for you. Here, I have some candies, some leftover taco if you want to celebrate your graduation day. Hey, congrats.
Oh,
Rami
I'll
takes
always
a
take a taco.
Oh boy, doing these voices sometimes. That's why I have water handy.
I know. I only have to do one gravel voice. You have to do like 6. So I feel for you.
When you're
I
ready,
wisely chose for Rami to have my own voice.
I got a couple assignments for you. Can use some assistance with. But the first one, pretty obvious. I haven't found new digs yet for our offices, so I want you to secure a location for our headquarters here on Absalom. For the Exo Guardians, I've been in talks with our station protectors, the stewards, and they gave me control of this warehouse here in the down low. Current owner doesn't want it because, there's some kind of beast inside that took over it, killed a few people. Whoever is unlucky enough to squat in it. So, of course, they called in the Exo Guardian and said, if you can take care of that thing, that place is yours. Once the alien's gone and we clear out the cargo there, return it to its owners, we can start moving in our gear. Everything from computers to weapons, lockers, and finally have a place to call our own. But like I said, first, we got a bug hunt to do. And,
so they call in the Exo Guardians, but you guys don't actually go in and take care of it. You leave it to the Starfinder recruits.
Oh, I could do it myself, but I've been tasked with giving you some jobs, and I thought that would be the easy one for you. The second job I got for you is a good deal harder.
As long as I don't have to track down some nerd, I'm going to be much happier.
Well, Ziggy, let's talk about some compensation here. Is there any way that we can sweeten this deal a little bit? Maybe get some private office space, anything like that?
Yes. How many tomatoes do you have?
Oh boy.
I've just discovered tomatoes. They're very good.
If tomatoes are what you call in creds, he flips out a cred stick and says, I've got a little bit of startup capital for your next mission. To what you said, Gnak, if you want to join forces with the Exo Guardians, you do missions for me, report where I tell you to, then there's no limit to how high you can climb in our organization. You kill this bug and we'll talk. But mission number 2, I need you guys to track down a fairly hard to come by piece of equipment. It's an album from the band Strawberry Machine Cake. It's called Star Sugar Heart Love. It just came out today, and I want you to procure it and give it to Astoria 7 when you see her next. She's the head of the data files.
Yeah, we've met.
Oh, okay, cool. I do this myself, but I have trouble standing for long periods of time. Old war wounds.
Should we say it is from you?
Yeah, no, you can leave my name off it. I'll tell her about that later. But it's a bit of a wait to get in line, get one of these albums today.
Yeah.
That's on you guys, though.
You don't have a subscription to Space Spotify?
We're all about physical here. It's a
my people.
It's a pretty trendy neighborhood, the down low. They call it the DL.
So you need it on space vinyl. I got it.
You gotta get that. Gotta get the physical release. It's got some album art there, which I just Googled it earlier today and found some great stuff. Who made this? Who made this?
What is the face?
The faces in
Can't make it any bigger.
Horrifying.
Well, I mean, so should somebody go stand in line for that? Or?
Well, I think we should all take care of whatever in the warehouse first, and then.
I'm just saying it's going to take a long time to stand in line. Maybe I should go and just wait in line and then.
Ironically, this was supposed to be Record Store Day.
Oh.
Today.
I think so, yeah.
Do you have any questions about either of these missions before you do head out or figure out what you want to do?
Do you know anything about this monster that's inside this place?
Oh yeah, it's killed plenty of people, but they weren't highly trained and armed Starfinders like yourself. So you've got this.
Okay.
I'm always really nervous when an NPC says you've got this.
You've got this. It's not like this thing can automatically crit you on every single turn.
I mean, for those of you, for those who don't know, can Ziggy tell us anything about Star Sugar? Or
Heart Love?
Yeah.
Strawberry Machine Cake?
Strawberry Machine
Yeah, you know, they're a band. I've listened to them a bunch of times. They're okay, but Historia 7, she's been retreating into her work. A friend of hers was on one of the starships that got lost out in the scoured stars. So she's lost someone close to her, and music will cheer her up.
Gotcha.
It's a really, really popular band.
Yes.
Metal synth. From what I hear, they've got an amazing lineup on this album. Some great producers.
Yes.
Really top notch stuff.
I actually
But
knew a pirate who intercepted a shipment of their one of their records on release day, and then they sold them at a massive increase. A pretty good piece of business.
Yeah, well, they're limiting it to just 2 per customer. So, unfortunately, you guys can buy one for yourself if you want, but definitely get one for Historia. That's what I'm sending you on this mission for.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I don't have any.
All right, you guys can just walk a few blocks away to where the store is for the release of this album. There's supposedly a hollow concert that is going to be put on in multiple stores across the Pact Worlds later on. But before you get there, about a block away is when you see the line for the store, which seems to wrap around a couple of buildings. Probably from the way it's moving, if you go and scout out ahead, it looks like it will take hours.
Can Nat go to, let's say, the 7th person in line, maybe the 20th person in line, and try to work some magic in getting in this line a little earlier?
What kind of magic we talking about?
How about a bluff check?
Bluff check to, what are you saying?
Hey, buddy. So I know this sounds strange, but I'm actually one of Strawberry Machine Cake's publicists. And funny thing, they didn't send us any promotional copies. So if you let us in, not only can I get you a signed copy, but I might be able to get you a little HoloNet call, little infosphere call with them on Space Zoom this afternoon. What do you say?
Spoom? Spazoom? Make me a bluff check.
I mean,
it's a 16.
Drew, you have crits.
I have crits. Why don't I just use a crit? Why don't I use a crit for this?
I know. That would have been a perfect time. That would have been the ultimate bluff check.
Yeah. A few of them are like, oh, wow, that's crazy. But one of them in this group that you've gone up to is very skeptical and it's like, I know every single publicist and marketer that works with SMC, and you are not any of them. If you want us to get you albums, you'll have to pay double for them.
I'm trying to think of how to inject this, because one of the one thing I do remember putting into Rami's history that really never came up was that he was a big music person. And
I forget how much of Rami was just Miles.
Yeah. Well, no, one of his quirks was supposed to be that he always carried some drumsticks around, like in his like pocket, like not his pockets, like his back pocket. That he would just not twirl around, and it just never ended up coming up in the show. And so I'm trying to figure out how to like inject like maybe a little like nerd off or something to intimidate this person.
You want to try to use intimidate?
You're gonna out fanboy this fanboy?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Oh.
And I want to auto crit.
Okay, I was about to say this is going to be a hard roll because it's like a group of them. We're talking 15 plus 6, so 21. If you roll a 20, will you have that?
If I roll a 20, no, because I don't think I have anything to intimidate.
What I would do is I would walk up and say, I know that this one is not the manager for Strawberry Machine Cake, but I am, and I will naturally crit.
Okay, well, it's impossible now that they've already seen through the other ruse.
Never mind, then I won't.
I'll just mark off these natural 20s off.
Oh, great.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I know if I could use.
Is there anyone that can aid in your in intimidate?
Oh, absolutely.
Am I able to aid in the intimidate?
You've had your chance,
Yeah.
Drew.
I mean,
I'm just asking.
I guess Edrass could stand behind Rami just to help give him a more of a air of fanboyism. Maybe cross his arms, do that kind of thing. Yeah. I assist on the
Guys. Hell hath frozen over. Tyler has succeeded at a skill check.
Yes!
It has happened without wasting.
Hey, we're in an alternate universe. Anything can happen now.
Yeah, I know. I feel like this is alternate universe Edrass where he can do things. Ooh.
Yeah. So
you just needed somebody to believe in him.
That's true.
You guys can indeed. We'll have a montage of you arguing with them for their spot in line, and it is indeed fourth from the front of the store. And as it like moves up a little head, and you get inside, you see the line like snakes throughout the entire store as well. Can everyone waiting in line here give me a fortitude check? Because it's going to take still at least an hour of waiting.
Are we
We're talking,
all staying here?
It's up to you if someone just wants to bag out. You cannot buy an album for yourself if you don't wait in line.
It's true.
DC 12 fortitude save.
I have attended many a record store day that is exactly like this.
Mm-hmm. We've got a natural
12 for Gnak.
Natural 20 from Gerbert. Looks like everyone has saved here. And then as soon as they start handing out albums, there is a mad rush as people start pushing their way in absolute chaos, as someone with a very puffy jacket and huge black glasses appears behind bulletproof glass in the store. It seems like one of the members of the band is here to sign copies. Everyone make me a reflex save.
Oh, no.
A little easier, DC 11.
All right, 15.
Just don't flub this. Success. Who are we waiting on? Oh, Tyler.
Dross isn't very good at these. Oh, he barely makes it.
Oh,
Barely
11.
makes it.
That's my boy.
Yeah, so you guys like can lock arms together, and there's no trampling, no elbows thrown your way, and there's security that like beats back the crowd. Maybe there's some pepper spray that pops out here, but you eventually get to the front of the line. You can buy an album for Historia. Does anybody want to buy an album for themselves while you're here?
I'll buy one.
Rami absolutely will buy one.
It seems like a hot commodity, so I'll get one too.
Yeah, you can each get at least one for yourself. Someone can buy one for Historia. Does anybody want to buy any additionals?
To sell on eBay.
Space
What is
Craig's-
the limit?
Space eBay.
The limit is
Two per person.
I will buy 2. I'm an enterprising sort in this universe.
You're you after this scenario, you can make a profession eBay roll to see if you make some extra credits.
Yeah.
Do
You
profession mechanic to try to build another robot
Cool.
out of these discs that I have.
So you could do profession music blogger and start a blog.
Edrass will buy 2.
Obviously, it's a lead singer that made a brief cameo here in Absalom Station.
Oh yes, obviously.
Oh, someone asked in the chat. I just want to. Who's asked?
Oh.
I buy sling shats.
I buy slings hats.
Right. So this is only about an hour or so, and you guys can move on to the main part of this quest, which is the not so abandoned warehouse in the down low. The doors look like they are forced open, and you walk into a nearly pitch black. There's like light filtering in here through the front. The ceiling of this warehouse is about 30 foot high. There's a catwalk that runs about 15 feet above the floor. You see crates and equipment here in the very first part. Remind me about your guys' vision. I think we have dark vision for you, Jabert, and Tyler.
Yes.
I have something. I can't remember. Infrared or something.
At level 1.
I had goggles for
Yeah.
maybe dim vision. Yeah, at level 1.
That sounds right.
Gnak might have dark vision as well.
Those of you that took the Starfinder implants notice that it glows slightly under your skin, and you can actually kind of depress your palm, and it'll light up a 5-foot area in front of you with it'll increase the light level by 1.
I've got a moat that does that.
I was about to say you also have a moat that
Yeah.
increases light level. Let's see, lights on the catwalk are not bright enough to illuminate the area, but it is dim light here in the warehouse.
Oh, then I'm good to go.
And Gnak does have 60 feet of dark vision, so.
Asoki, of course. They're little night scurriers. So here's the catwalk behind you. There's some crates off here to the side. I will reveal because I think you guys can see most of the rest of the facility. What looks like a maintenance bay in the back left section. Some crates off here to the side. And this is one of my favorite parts of this adventure, as there's some randomness to it. I'm gonna be rolling some random dice throughout.
Oh
boy.
So you guys
imagine that 4 is not a good number.
Well, it depends. Depends on what we're rolling. So you tell me, what would you guys like to do? Imagine there are some weapons being drawn.
Yeah,
And
draw a
we-
weapon. I'm going to
Yeah.
move up to the
Yeah.
catwalk and sort of like take up a defensive position up there.
Hey, can we take a look around with the perception check?
Yeah, I mean, I've mainly given you what you can see. I think with 60 feet, you can see most of it. I think that this area in the top left is raised up about 10 feet. So you're pretty sure you'd have to climb up there to see within those crates. there is a giant hole. It looks like kind of just dug into the ground in this section over here. Which catwalk are you climbing up to, Jabert? You can move yourself. There's one to the north, one to the south.
I would like to move sort of up here to the north, where I've drawn a little X, and sort of like pop up. Have my weapon drawn and sort of be waiting up here on Overwatch. Just sort of, if anything pops out, anything spooky happens, I'm ready to snap and shoot.
Cool.
Yeah. I think Edrass would move forward and investigate that big hole.
Yeah, Alyndra's thinking the same thing.
Make me
True
a
to
perception.
form, she'll follow Edrass.
Yeah, make me a perception check as you get over there.
Ooh, could I maybe do something else, like Profession Pirate?
Definitely not. But you know what? You could roll an automatic 20.
On perception? I think not. I will go with the dice on this one. Oh boy, that's a natural 2.
Yikes.
Can we get a toot kaboom?
Alyndra got a
Toot,
13
toot.
for what it's worth.
You don't see anything down there. It does seem to be a jagged hole that you would have to really get into, but it seems empty.
Oh.
What else? Rami, Gnak, are you guys moving in?
Yeah, Gnak wants to investigate what this detritus on the ground is.
Yeah, it looks like maybe some things were destroyed here at one point. You think you see like small electronic parts and bits of what used to be like a plastic crate, just kind of smashed to pieces, to smithereens, if you will.
Can I roll perception as well, just to be on the safe side?
Yeah, and I'm going to count this for kind of just this area by these crates over here.
That is not a natural 20, but a 20.
Don't see anything in this area. Do you? There are some crates still intact. Do you want to take a look at those?
Yeah, let's do that.
Roll me a d4 as you're peeking through them.
That's a 4.
So inside one of them, you are able to find a med patch that is still in what looks like good order. Maybe a couple months until it expires. Let's see. Miles, what about you?
Rami's going to kind of haphazardly follow Gnak.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not really interested in that much in the area. He's just kind of looking around, taking sips, and just kind of waiting for something to happen.
Do you have your gun out or no?
Yeah. He's got his gun like slung like around him, you know.
Okay. Let's see here. Cool. Edrass, Alyndra, do you want to move into any other areas over here?
Yeah.
Is there?
I'd like to check out these crates to the northwest.
I'll
Yes.
follow
So,
her.
do you want to climb up on top up there?
Yeah, I'll climb up there.
Sure. You're going with her, Edrass?
Yeah, but I'll stay on the ground in between the crates, and she can point out anything to me.
Okay. I mean, I don't think there's too much down below there obstructing, but yeah, you guys are both peeking around, and nothing seems a doing up in this area. Wasn't everyone give me a perception check real quick?
Oh boy.
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
That's a 24 from Alyndra.
Nicely
Pretty
done.
good. 19 on the dice.
6 from Rami. Ouch.
16 from Gnak.
Waiting on just one or two more.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Okay. From your vantage point up top there on the boxes, Rebecca, you see what looks like almost like a palm frond or a feather or something gently floating down from the ceiling in the southern side of the room.
Oh no, it's a beach yukata.
It's something all right. And you are witness to what looks like a creature just kind of gently floating down from the ceiling onto the catwalk. And this is what this thing looks
Oh,
like.
this is terrifying.
Hey.
On the catwalk, yeah, on the catwalk. It is super creepy on the catwalk.
It looks like a dandelion.
Yeah, I was thinking the
sort
same
of.
thing.
This is actually a picture of kind of what this creepy alien is based off of. It's I believe it's pronounced a crinoid, crinoid, and this is like in the bottom of the ocean. But
Looks
this
like
is like a much weirder alien, kind of plant feather hybrid looking thing that descends. And as it does, you can make a move or a standard action in our surprise round.
Surprise!
As you saw this thing coming.
You being Alyndra, right?
Correct. Sorry.
But it's up on the catwalk.
It is.
All right. Well, I guess I'll move as far as I can toward these stairs.
Sure. You want to just jump off the top there?
Yeah.
Sure. So I believe you can with an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Jump off and try to avoid taking some damage and landing prone. I believe this is going to be DC 10.
Not athletics, just acrobatics, right?
What did I say? No, athletics.
Athletics?
For
That's
jumping,
much better for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a jump,
Okay.
and this is just going to be, I believe DC. No, wait, is this? Chat, help me out.
You said acrobatics, but then I asked if it was athletics.
Is she jumping or is she balancing?
No, this is to avoid damage on the fall. So I think jump to.
I think avoiding damage is acrobatics.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you make me a roll and we'll see how much we have to care. Jumping is athletics, says Seth.
Jumping is athletics? Okay.
Yeah, it is. So you're jumping down. Yeah.
Great. That's an 11.
Yep. So just 10 to land on your feet, and you can keep moving.
Cool. So I'm right next to Gnak now.
Okay, so your move
Alyndra, hey, just looking through these boxes. What's going on?
Gnak, there's a thing up on the catwalk. We need to get the thing. Get it.
You sure about that?
Get him.
I'm not...
What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh no, we got people saying
it's doing its little strut on the catwalk.
People in chat
On
saying
the
it
catwalk?
is acrobatics.
On the catwalk, yeah.
Is it shaking its little tush on the catwalk?
Acrobatics too, if you want me to.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting a primo skit happening here. Just primo. Go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Why?
Sling's hats.
Oh, this
it kind of does look like an umbrella.
It could be nice.
This thing's got some fun abilities.
Oh boy.
We already know it's murdered multiple people.
That's true. It has murdered multiple people. Thank you, Tyler, for reminding us of that horrible, horrible thing.
It is kind of a killer of sapient life.
It could be a nice thing. We don't know that.
Ranging. So we actually don't know what this thing is, and you guys wouldn't even be able to make a life science check yet because it's random. Some of the abilities it gets. It has both a random defensive ability and an offensive one. So Rebecca, you saw it first. Why don't you go ahead and roll a d4 for me, and we'll see what defensive ability it gets.
It's a 4.
Oh, but lots of 4s being rolled.
We're doing a lot of natty 4s right now.
And Tyler, do you want to roll another one for me?
Oh, sure. Yeah, if you need to roll badly, look to none other but me. 2.
A 2.
Toot.
No, you cannot do a
I don't think it
toot on a
counts on a
D4. That is not allowed.
All right, that's
I mean,
that's a good one.
too.
Great. And I'm going to roll it into the initiative turn order. Bingo, bango.
Miles, I'm going to take your privileges away.
Okay, we are in the. Oh no, yeah, it moved down as its action here to get in place. So in the normal turn order, Rebecca, you're up first. I love it when you are at the top of the initiative order and you got that surprise round too. So you've got a good deal of distance to get up to it. Is there anything else you want to do, or do you want to move?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to move. I just need to see how far I can go.
Yep. Work that out, and following right behind you will be Gnak.
Where is it?
In the on the southern.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is actually there. Okay, it blended in with the background.
As she's moving, Gnak, what do you want to do?
Is it big enough for me to see it?
Yeah, so it's about 30 feet up from where you are, and I think you're just close enough, probably, to see it. An edge of its kind of like feathery cap, from down there.
They said it's 30 feet up.
No, sorry. The catwalk is about 15 feet up, so a little less than that.
That still doesn't help. But I'm gonna run into this room over here.
Oh boy, what room is this?
This is the room with what looks like a shuttle or something, a space car or something.
Yeah, this is like an old repair bay. It's dangerously close to this thing. You're moving closer to it.
Well, because I can't use get 'em without getting closer.
Be close. Oh,
I could shoot. I could shoot it, but the shooting it is not as important for me because I got to be able to see it.
Yeah. So is that what's happening? Are you going to get them?
So I've used my move action to get here. Technically, get them is a move action, but I think I can use that as a standard as well.
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
So just for the sake of things, I am going to quick draw my pistol. Because I can, but get him.
I mean, spit it out.
Get him.
All right, get him on this thing. Miles, Rami is next. If you've got dim vision, then you're good.
Okay, cool. So Rami's gonna move up, close to Gnak. Let's see. Yeah, and it's gonna take a shot on this thing.
Okay.
Crit, natural crit.
No. 19 to hit.
Oh yeah.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, straight 19 on the dice, so you actually rolled like a 22, right?
Yeah.
How much damage is that?
That is 8 points of damage.
And you're using that cold rifle?
Yep.
Boy, oh boy. Okay, so you immediately just go up and blast, freezing a couple of its like almost tree-like limbs. It don't like that one bit, and it is its turn, which means
Raggy.
It's time to attack. I thank you very much, Tyler, as this fight can go a couple of different ways depending on it rolls randomly for where it is in the room and like where it's starts attacking you. You've rolled its range attack just to be a little bit better than it is.
Just to be sure, is it only 8 damage, or do I get any bonus to that?
Just 8 cold.
Just 8
at
cold
this level. Yeah, nothing special happening here. Okay, but it is going to make a couple of attacks, and it's got 2 targets within its range, Gnak and Rami. So first attack going to Gnak. Bingo bongo. A 5 on the dice. We're going to re-roll that.
Not surprised.
Natural 1.
I want to get some attacks in here.
Oh.
Oh boy, a 3 on the dice.
That means the next one's going to hit me.
Re-roll.
What do you say, chat? Re-roll? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to go ahead with the second attack against Rami.
Yes! Yes!
Oh no!
Wow.
It's all falling apart.
We're re-rolling both, everybody. You've got your own rerolls. I'm
Yes,
using-
use all your rerolls, Patrick.
First one going to Nag, second to Rami.
Oh,
Come
my
on,
goodness.
20s.
Oh, those
Come
are
on,
better.
20s.
216.
Two
A
16s.
pair. A sweet pair of 16s.
Wait,
that
don't
is
we
gonna-
have like natural ones that we can give to Patrick?
I mean, Rebecca does. She's the only one.
I don't think anyone's donated them yet. We can double
I
check.
think they have.
That,
Animals
they
Ray.
did. I think they
Did.
donated under anonymous.
Well, they were supposed to specify.
I don't think
It's okay.
I don't
it's
think they-
okay. I can get killed by this. It's fine.
Oh, my sweet wife has donated
What?
a natural 20, a critical hit against any player. I think she meant against Tyler though. Pretty sure.
Yeah. So Wraith says that they gave Rebecca.
I was for
Oh, specifically Rebecca.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're getting some great donations for these dice bags. I'm very happy.
Ooh, that's cool.
We have a donation, a critical fail for Patrick, but that is only for Rebecca to give out. Now, Rebecca, is it worth it right now to mess up one of these attacks?
Probably not.
Probably not.
knowing that that old Knack
Probably
only
not.
has 6 SP and 6 HP.
Well, maybe old Knack shouldn't charge head first because he's
I'm
not...
rolling damage.
Maybe
folks.
old Knack was trying to give old Rami a +1 to his attack.
Oh, maybe. Oh,
We've
Rami's fine.
already fallen to infighting. This is the fighting that
Two-
gets cut out of the episodes. It's these two
Yeah,
bickering
I'm
like an
about
old
to
married
say.
couple.
This is season 1, 100%. So
two hits and 5 points of damage each, as what look like indeed long palm fronds with a spike on the end of it just go thoop, thoop, piercing your armor, and you got like a stab in your gut and right above the base of your tail, Knack. Thwack, you've got like a second tail sticking out of it now.
I don't like this at all.
That is its turn. And
is that
Andis.
5 points for me too?
Oh yeah, both of you.
Okay.
Andis, you are next.
All right, yeah, I'm going to look across the room and then just zero in on this thing and track it with my exocortex
Beep, beep,
and
beep, 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 beep.
beep, 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 pew, take a shot.
Do you have range to see this thing?
Yeah, I've got dark vision, so if this is dim, I should be able to see just fine. So
Then we are
Oh, excuse me.
zooming in on it.
14 versus EAC.
Against its EAC, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mhm.
this is also gotten. So
So it's
Yeah,
15.
well, that's with the get 'em.
Oh, that's a miss.
Shucks.
Darn.
If only we had some kind of capability to turn that into a hit.
But we don't.
But we don't.
Yeah, I spent my natural crit on something that could not work. So
Well, I think you have
Well, no, you can
others that
reroll.
have been given to you.
What I'm saying. Yeah, there's plenty of rerolls still for you guys.
otherwise,
And mind you, I don't want to.
Metamom
Oh,
spent
I-
$300.
I don't want to spoil things too much, but this is the last encounter of our evening. We're not going to like
Okey-dokey.
2 a.m.
What? Don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, Chad.
okay, Pacific time where the sun is
All right.
apparently still up.
Good reroll.
a
Good.
good
That is
reroll.
good
A
Oh my
19
goodness.
on the dice.
Yes, that's a hit.
For 4 damage.
baby!
And
Or
no, rerolls
Fire?
aren't actually that impressive because we're level 1. But
That's impressive.
oh, stop it, Mr. 12 damage.
you had 50% damage or chance of doing something dangerous here. But that will be your turn as you tracked.
And apparently, we just got 2 more rerolls for communal use. Thank you so much.
Oh boy. Oh boy. They don't. Oh, wait, it's community and include me, Loam.
No.
Does it
No.
include
No,
me?
does
you
not
are
include
part of the
Patrick.
community. You are the enemy.
Oh boy.
I'm part of it. And, I forgot. Remember, my wife gave me the credit. Okay. That is Andis, Edrass. We're on to you.
Sweet. I love it. Patrick, if I throw my Doshko, how much damage do I get to do?
I'll tell you this.
What's up?
If you crit,
Okay.
I will allow you to for it to do D6 damage,
Okay.
and you can add your strength bonus if you get within range.
Oh, sweet. Okay, we're gonna move action. I have 2 maps open, chat, and I keep going to the wrong map. Move action. Let's see. As far as I can go, which would be
You'll basically have to
here.
run like right underneath this thing.
Is that is where I am currently, Patrick. Good enough.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, we're gonna spend one of those auto crits you hear so much about to throw the Doshko.
Oh, not so fast, Tyler. When you get within that range, it's actually just close enough to reach out and attack you down below.
No, that's
Yeah.
okay. We're
feather
trading crits,
appendage.
Patrick. We're trading crits.
How did you know, Tyler? Darn it.
Oh, I had a tingle in my bones.
Okay, here we go.
Miles choked on his spit.
He had that bone tingle.
Feather appendage coming your way
Okay.
first. So 2d6. Oh my! You've fallen right into my trap card. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, that's all my stamina.
From a crit.
Oh.
This does nothing special on a crit. And you're chucking your Doshko up.
Yeah,
at
so
it?
like Edrass just runs and then he does he just does spins, kind of like they do for when they're throwing the big ball and chains. And he just ends the spin with just a massive throw.
All right, so 2d6 plus your strength here.
Yep, and I'm gonna have to type this in. So roll 2d6 plus 4. Bam. Oh no. almost minimum damage.
A 1 and a 2 on 2d6. How much is that total?
7 points of damage.
Oh boy, this thing is still doing
Can
very
I re-roll
well.
the damage?
No.
You can't do all the damage, you stew.
No.
trying to get
That's
away with
turn
something.
1. It is still up and it is still strong. Alyndra, we're back to you.
So, question: can I run along the catwalk to get like
Mhm.
10 feet away from it?
You can only run in a straight line, I believe. So looks like you might have to double move and wait if you're looking to get to it.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll just double move and wait. And I did forget to mention that I am photon attuned.
Oh,
and
this is turn 2.
Turn
this,
2.
well, it's actually turn 3 because I was in
Oh
the
my
surprise
goodness.
round.
Oh my goodness.
baby!
Alyndra is glowing with
I hate
solar
this season
energy right
so
now.
much. I hate it.
Edrass feels
Gnak,
another
onto
tingle
you.
in his bones. He needs to run away.
Drew.
We're going to go ahead and refresh that. Get him! And we're going to take a shot with the azimuth laser pistol. And guys, I could take a crit with this, but
You might want to save some reroll energy.
yeah, it's a 1d4. I'm not
That's
I'm not
understandable.
wasting that on me. So here we go.
I believe that you'll just crit anyway. Or
That is a 19 to hit
Yep.
Against the AC is a hit.
for 4 damage.
Okay, and with that, it starts to look pretty sluggish from a Doshko lodged in its side, like someone was almost half done chopping down this tree, and a couple of blasts, cold and fire, from the rest of you. Get 'em's on it. Miles, we're on to Rami again.
Well, seeing it weaken definitely puts a tingle in Rami's bones.
Oh, gross.
And
Don't say it like that.
Oh, I'm gonna crit it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're getting towards the end here. You're talking with your laser or your cold rifle.
Cold rifle.
Okay.
good thing. Oh no!
Oh,
So roll the damage twice.
Roll the attack again.
Oh, it's D8.
Oh,
Oh,
you
it's
did
only
better than me.
4. I thought I got like a 1. No, it's
What?
it gets stagger. It gets stagger.
Yeah, so the critical does have the staggered ability, which I think there's a save involved. I'll double check that. This is a 0 cold rifle, right?
Yes.
Zero cool rifle.
Call people out in the chat while I furiously Google.
Big Norse Wolf mentioned Vesk Lumberjacks, the most dangerous game.
Yeah, now I'm just thinking of Edrass in a plaid T-shirt, which is actually pretty good.
I could see that like kind of a casual Dross.
Yeah, I've never had like
hanging out, listening to Space Country.
Yeah,
like in a plaid T-shirt, drinking some lemonade on the porch.
Maybe I need to commission Seth to do like casual Edrass because I mean all the art of him is.
Can you imagine like Edrass going like strawberry wine 17?
That would be so hilarious.
Yeah, so for the critical, they do get to make a fortitude save against it, which I believe is the level of it. And this guy has failed.
Yes.
Nice.
6 on the dice, which means no, I'm definitely gonna re-roll that.
Oh.
Rolled a 6 on the dice, and I think I can do better. A 12. It has succeeded.
You doubled it.
Yeah. Can we give one of his natural ones?
No.
Rebecca can, but she might want to save that. You said 4 points of damage?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Because this thing is going to charge Rebecca's character, I believe.
Oh, good. Yeah, charge Rebecca while she's about the supernova.
It doesn't know those rules.
I will say it has a -4 int, so
Wait, it has an int of -4.
Int of like 2, so it's
dumber
going
than a Dross?
It's dumb as a tree. It's almost animalistic. Yes, it does have enough to get directly on top of Alyndra. Do you want to use a natural 1 now, or do you think you might?
Yeah,
be around?
definitely natural 1 now.
Okay. Lots of fun game. I had a lot of fun playing, guys. Great. Because I would have rolled a natural.
Oh my god!
Rebecca, that's amazing!
That's a clutch.
Unbelievable!
Best use of a natural 1.
Wow,
That's
everybody thank
Who gave
Ray.
that to me? Ray
Oh,
gave it to me,
Ray,
right?
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You foiled
so
this
much.
GM. I've rolled
Well
so many
done,
20s
Ray.
already tonight.
Whoa!
Okay, that's its turn. I forgot who's next. Andis sniping on the other catwalk.
Yeah, I think if you check our donation page, you'll find that a mustache and a trench coat just donated to me 8 units.
Oh no!
Like a sentient mustache and trench coat together.
I think so. Yes.
Nice.
Getting
I think
Andis
that
that good,
must
good.
be who that is. So I'm gonna go ahead and crit,
Oh,
and
no.
I'm gonna roll 2d8.
I really wish we could use this in a regular game. It would make it such a boring listen, but I would feel so vindicated.
It's true.
11 points of damage with
My!
with a d6 of burn.
It looks like it is about to barrel down on Alyndra, but by some miracle of the universe, it misses, destroys the catwalk right next to her, and Andis, in a sweeping hail of laser fire, you down the tree, and it goes, timber down into the boxes below. And we're out of combat. It's dead.
Well done, team.
Yeah.
Well done, team.
This
Alyndra
thing...
just supernova is just letting all of the energy out. She's so relieved.
Sorry,
It's
Rebecca.
Just for the hell of it.
Celebratory Nova.
This thing is one of my favorites in the entire scenario because it has a whole bunch of random. Oh gosh, Loam deserves this.
Nice. Love that Final Fantasy 8 noise.
You Rebecca rolled. It's had sonic resistance, but it has the capability of getting fire resistance, which like at level 1 makes this fight so hard.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, really.
And like I
really
said,
difficult.
you rolled its offensive ability. It gets only a -3 to multi-attacks with those ranged attacks. Yeah, that is all it takes to clear out this warehouse. You guys can look through some of these crates here, scavenge around before you report back to Ziggy that you have completed it. But he still asks you to make a very special delivery to Historia 7 and get her the Strawberry Machine Cake album.
Edrass bought a second copy for Ziggy too.
Oh, okay. As you hand it over to him, he's like, What am I gonna do with this? I guess I can play it every once in a while, maybe if I'm feeling a little down."
Exactly, and you know, it's if Historia likes it, might be important that you know some of the songs on there. Maybe you guys can karaoke together sometime.
Thank you guys. I mean, I got much I can spare you, except I've got some Arita shell armor and a couple of incendiary grenades, along with the rest of this crit stick.
Thank you.
There is still more adventure to come in the commencement, but that is going to do it for this mission for the Exo Guardians. Whew. And you guys have obviously succeeded quite well, and I can tell you once you get the Chronicle sheet backs, if we ever do finish this up in session 2, you'll be pretty happy that you purchased those Strawberry Machine Cake albums, because believe it or not, it is a one of the recurring plot points of the Starfinder Society is they come back, as well as some of the other elements.
Come back?
The record is indeed something that if you have it later on, you'll be happy that you do.
That's cool.
Yeah, based on my experience with SFS, it's Strawberry Machine Cake and leg blades for days.
Leg blades for days. We just got done with a special here in the convention where people were very stoked when they finished up. It was right as we were starting our stream tonight. People were getting out of the 2-00 special, the kickoff for season 2 of Starfinder Society, and I remember at it, for those of you that played it in the chat, when I got out and I looked at that sheet, I was like, oh my goodness. It's very exciting. Basically, at the end of every Starfinder scenario, you get like a little sit rep of like all the things you accomplished, and you earn boons on a lot of them, as well as things that you can buy for your characters. If you guys enjoyed this, I can foresee us doing more Starfinder Society with these characters in another universe.
I want to finish the commencement. Like, can we finish this? I mean,
yeah.
Sure.
I know for playing with you guys for some time, you don't like playing for like 5 hours in a row. So we might need to break up some society scenarios into a couple of pieces. But yeah, if you guys out there in the chat or listening to this enjoy this action, I had a lot of fun revisiting these characters, even though boy oh boy, maybe not with automatic crits.
Oh, come
in
on.
the future.
Oh, Patrick, did Edrass get to go pick up his Doshko?
Nope, it's gone forever.
That's what I thought. I was a little worried about that one. Okay.
Yep. You might want to slide into ranged character now.
Down the hole it went.
No, but if we do continue on with this, feel free to make whatever changes as your characters advance as you want. If you don't want to be the same class, maybe you decided I want to become one of these newfangled vanguards that I hear so much about in the Starfinder Society. We can play around with it and have fun. Maybe take some suggestions from the Discord. I have so many cosmic credits I need to use, so putting them toots in the chat. You guys out there that donated tonight, I thank you very much. Thank you all of you who have donated throughout this weekend. Let me do a quick recap. We're almost at $4,400 for the entire weekend.
And during this stream, we were less than 4,000. Just want to say that $500 easily in this.
Yeah, guys, this is really overwhelming. Like that's really cool. That, that our audience and the people who sort of support this whole thing have raised this
Well,
much money.
especially
Like,
given
Doctors Without Borders is doing some really incredibly important work right now, and like
Yeah.
this is really important.
Well, I mean, there's this obviously pandemic that has come out of nowhere, but even last year they were still fighting Ebola in places across the planet, and gosh, I can't imagine how vital it is to support them in those missions.
Oh yeah, I mean their mission to sort of combat disease worldwide, like has always been like super important and a super enormous mission.
Yeah.
But today it's just it's like imagine that sort of they had like this incredibly important mission and it just got 3 times bigger, and so now they could really use all the support they can get.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
were like a mobile strike force for some outbreaks, and now it's like just throw a dart at a map and they are needed.
Right, yeah,
currently
everywhere. Yeah.
We've already got some suggestions for continuing on with society play every once in a while, including playing them in order, which doesn't necessarily make sense, but it does from the point of view of someone who is very anal retentive like me and likes checking off boxes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it.
Another suggestion to play Live Exploration Extreme, which we have.
We did play Live Exploration
a year
Extreme
and a half ago,
We
but
did.
I have forgotten so much about it. I could probably GM it again.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
GM
I
it
do it
for
for these
first time.
Same, I couldn't tell you.
I know we've played it. I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in it.
I think Zoe was there. That's all I
Zoe
really
is
remember.
there. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the stream here tonight. And that's gonna do it for our streaming this weekend. I imagine there will be some more Final Fantasy streams in the future.
Thursday
Oh,
night,
boy.
9:00 Eastern time, 6:00 Pacific. Is that how that
You
works?
just
out
have to
right now?
subtract 3 hours, Drew. It's not like we're doing a crazy amount of conversions.
Yeah,
here.
it's after midnight, and I've been up since 6 a.m. So
You mean it's after 9 p.m. Right. I mean, I love wrapping up streams like the podcast and just saying thank you guys for staying up the last 3 hours with me.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
As always, thank you.
And everyone out there in Chatland and in the Discord. We'll pop into the Discord right after this and say thank you as well. But thanks for coming to CritterCon 3.
Yes,
Boy.
thank you so much for everything. I mean, from donations to just showing up. It's really, really incredible.
It
The
surprises
convention-
me every time how much you guys get into this and
The convention's,
participate and just
It's a really lame convention if it's just the 6 of us here on Twitch playing together.
I
So
disagree.
And
I
that's
disagree.
the thing. But that's the thing. It's so much more than just the 6 of us. There are so many people playing their own games with their own characters and their own GMs, and it's all this stuff happening at one time, and it's really just a fantastic community exploration coming together, making something happen for the benefit of people. I love it.
I also want to throw out a special thank you to Stunt Monkey for all that they've done to
100%.
organize this. I'm just flabbergasted, and thank you so much to everyone who GM'd and everyone who participated, and certainly to Stunt Monkey for really spearheading the whole thing.
GMs, I love you. Stunt Monkey. I've already put together a proposal for a knighthood from Paizo. I don't know if they knight any of their venture officers, but I think I'm gonna throw those plans out. I think you need to be canonized as a demigod at this point. So they've obviously he's done a huge amount of work putting together every single table, getting every single GM organized. So if you played a game in this convention, you have Stunt to thank, which means at the very least give them a banana. Everybody, come on, monkeys love bananas. All right, guys, thank you so much. That'll do it for us. Take us out whenever you want, Tyler.
Have a good night, everybody.
Whenever I want. Oh, then I'm gonna make this.
You're the
real
master
awkward.
of this stream now.
Oh,
but I am
yay. Okay, bye.
gonna go get a snack.